today's version of Nagoriyuki going to be a little bit more classic. Up against Bridget, though. We'll see if we get a chance to play, if she can set up some pretty solid Oki situations, keep Nagoriyuki guessing, especially with Yo-Yo scenario, but round start is always favoring Nagoriyuki.
Oh my god, and the follow-up situation after. It turns out 98 and 97 also looking pretty good for him here too, but now with the blood this high, not a lot of options to be spent.
Ooh, nice backdash.
Taking the backdash. Oh my god.
Huge call out, great situational awareness to take the W here very quickly for that first round.
Yeah, the bounce back situational awareness becomes the blood absolutely on peak. As now, as we Fukio forward, finds the close slash, gets the extension. Combo is already looking good as that's 50% life and a wall break.
Just backing off here, the patience, not to get called out by the 2S from Flare. All right, huge 2H, oh my god.
Honestly, all you need, 2H, 6H, as good as it gets. That's the other 50% of your life right off the table. Is now again on the very aggressive Fukio angles. We found the mark, and it's 50% life stuck in the corner for the second time as the DP is not gonna land. Oh, it's a massacre.
There was no escape from that corner scenario. A perfect round there for Flare to take the W over me. And yeah, unfortunately, Bridget with very little health. Certainly difficult to try to survive some of these massive counter hits coming from Nagoriyuki. I can't believe we got that 2H off the yo-yo transition there. That was huge in round two. That really turned things up for Flare.
Didn't say in the last Wild Assault. Listen, today of all days, if you use Wild Assault against me, I'm going in Start GG chat and I'm telling you, listen, you're cooked soon. The count your days. If you're Wild Assaulting me today, bro, remember me fondly.
You ain't gonna do that ever again. All right, nice. Got the BSU. H, just as much damage as we can. A little bit of positive bonus, and we have plenty of opportunity to just try to chip away, but great 2K coming from me there. RC Way, 2S, and another BSU just not ready for the approach coming from Flare.
Right away, the Fukio backwards actually makes a bit of space, which ends up not quite helping us out. And the Beyblade is interrupted too, so quick punish is not much damage to show for it though, unfortunately.
Nice little neutral interaction with the 5K. Beautiful counter hit. Corner carry here. Not enough to get the shatter, and we tried to go for the blur, but Flare too ready for the 5P. All right, we're back at it again. Maximum range, respect the range of that leveled up sword from Nagoriyuki. Chasing the backdash, trying to call it a burst, not gonna happen. We're gonna hold on to this for at least the next round here unless we see a guaranteed kill opportunity for Flare.
And there was looking for the Fukio, does find the trade, and oh no, see, this is the problem with this matchup here. You can see right away the difference. Takes so many different touches for me here to be able to get some like mindful damage on the screen.
2K, run up throw, cancel after the strike, so that is a big round here for me. And good on Flare to hold on to the resource. That was terrified. Like you said, the couple of hits from Nagoriyuki really can turn the tide in this matchup here. Backdash.
Touch too far on that one, still all right. Oh, big whiff, still fine, even after the 6H, and is able to take the turn back too. Good that we have no fear despite some wacky situations occurring.
YRC to get the push. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there we go. Got the deflect shield. A little bit of breathing room. Minute fires away here. Yo-Yo set. That's a recall. Yeah. Wow, what a chase down here.
That's all you need. Just reinitiate the Beyblade there. Just let it rip one more time. That's all it really takes. And again, just to highlight it, me is just not being able to get nearly enough mileage per touch here. Truly, the damage is already not in your favor. You're already having to work a bit harder in certain spots, being the Bridget in this matchup here. I just feel like you've got to be able to loop this pressure somehow, and we just haven't been able to get anything to stick. And we're gonna switch to a character I think it's a little bit easier to make it stick with. It's gonna be the A.B.A.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't stick with this one at the outset here. There's a lot of great offensive cycling we can do in this matchup. A lot of great aggression with the 2D. Jesus. Let's get the stomp with a quick change into Jealous Rage. No key grab here, just goes for the regular shatter, so it's a little bit tough with the meter we have left over. Maybe I spoke too soon. That strike is certainly going to help things out.
Oh, and I like the very aggressive angle there, trying to prevent the manual transformation, but now quick little open up of hell as we try to close the distance and block the pop.
2H launcher here. Back into it. Nice. Actually uses the guard point there for A.B.A, so does get plenty of Jealous Rage meter. That's a great call in the startup because it's going to answer basically everything that Nagoriyuki wants to do at round start.
I was going to say a touch risky, but when it works, man, the reward is so huge. But we haven't really been able to reap much of the reward here still. Just getting pressured in the corners. The 6H takes a third of our life total.
PRC chased down with the close slash, launch it up here with the key grab. All right, it doesn't matter if you deflect shield me, you may as well hold on to it. We'll see you in 2.0. Stomp will get called out with that 2S.
Distance close is able to utilize the clone and find the low. Extremely smart on the pressure. Is now it's down to set point.
That's a big counter hit here. Get the wall splat, key grab to put ourselves in Jealous Rage with maximum meter. We can just explode with this next sequence. Nice neutral jump to call out the Beyblade. Dawn's Eye. No burst yet. There it is.
My God, it absolutely genius there on the PRC. We should have been on the A.B.A the whole damn time. Jesus, dude, I mean, everything about it's so much better. The way we're pressuring, the way that we're actually pressuring our round start decisions, the confidence in the way that we're trying to move, everything about it looking clean. That is a hell of a way to answer back here.
Absolutely. It's just A.B.A has that damage output that's much more consistent. You can make a few more mistakes because the damage output, or at least health pool for A.B.A is a little bit more reasonable in this matchup here as compared to Bridget. You have room for fewer errors on the side of Bridget here, whereas A.B.A has a guard point here to absorb some extra meter. She does have a command dash that helps make a solid approach against Nagoriyuki in some scenarios. She has a great offensive tool in Jealous Rage that can really overwhelm a Nagoriyuki.
Big shout to Gummy, by the way, coming through with a sub a little earlier. I see you, homie. Appreciate you a ton. Uh-oh. Another weird spot. Dude, because of the knockdown too, it's honestly the optimal punish in that spot. It's gonna get us not quite to the wall though.
Look at the 2P. It's okay, my beloved. I'll mash it out. Already off the rip, we do have that DP. Block. Still, it's our turn with the close slash. Hard knockdown does give me plenty of resources in the battle of attrition on first gauge.
So it gets a little messy though. The whiff clone into the BSU and is able to convert with the Beyblade. 6 stuff for the perfect.
Ooh. Trying to open up guard point once again here. Not going to work out. Flare backing off, but what a JK. Put up the stomp. I think we missed input or dash, but either way, still got our shatter right after, able to recover in time.
Opportunity now at the round start is able to swing and bait the burst again. The confidence after the character swap has been 10 out of 10, bringing it all the way back from the absolute edge. It is 2 games apiece now.
Look, you live life a little bit differently when you have an armored DP, all right, in Dawn side. So as opposed to getting called out by Star Chaser, this just gives you that extra little bit of oomph and an extension for corner carry. While you're sitting in Jealous Rage, you still can go toe-to-toe with the speed of Nagoriyuki, but we want to see if we can try to wear that state down, if we can have that overwhelming offense that we saw in Game 1, where it was just kind of like round start with Beyblade or just DP, and then just pressure forward with Slash Series to hold corner. A little bit different beast here in terms of going up against A.B.A, because she does have a few tools, as we've seen around that, but I would like to see that layer 1 gameplay come from Flare, because I think we can still overwhelm me before they get into that Jealous Rage state.
Definitely an opportunity to potentially press it through as round start just double jumps. Does manage to find the connection here into that far slash you were talking about, as we're already to the corner, unfortunately, and that should send us. I mean, the good news is you're back to mid-screen. The bad news.
Health gone. Look at the dash. Unfortunately, nothing swinging out for Flair, so took the opportunity to punish. Good backdash with a 2P, and that's the aggression I'm talking about from game one. Able to convert this with the super.
Yeah, I love the 100 bar for the confirm. I think that's absolutely the correct call. Positive bonus, the potential to be able to run this down. You can maybe even just try and go for the Mario Party stuff and look for the chip out here. That seems to be the play that's beaten out by the super.
We're okay, though. Trade 2S. Yeah, not going to be dissuaded from pressing here. You have a substantial lead, and it's all right to take the trade since it'll mean victory for you. Match point here for Flair. Great start from me.
Okay, first timing is good. We just wake up 2 each. That was honestly not a terrible guess there. Ends up working out on the back throw. We're still in jealousy.
2S to extend. Got our shatter. No Jealous Rage activation there either. That's been interesting to see from me because traditionally you'll see the key grab shatter just so we can opt into Jealous Rage right after, but me is not going to be deterred from taking that victory opportunity here no matter what state they're in.
Oh, but this trade is not what you want. Stuck in the corner already. Backdash in the corner. Definitely a bit risky, but ends up working out as now we're at the optimal range, swinging the sword and just barely avoiding the blood pop.
That was a gamble on the Dawn side there. Probably expected a Beyblade. Jealous Rage combo imminent here. And that should be a game. Flair 3-2 over me. Zell step if he has the calories for it. But Anji has been the talk of the town lately, especially in the hands of Scissors out here. Some are saying out there, I don't know if I say it quite yet, one of those top tier characters. We'll see what happens in 2.0.
I mean, Anji definitely in this version of the game, I can pretty comfortably say this guy is big ballin', absolutely looking strong in the later stages of the life cycle of the game here. Like you said, we'll see what 2.0 brings, but for now, we're still beating our chest. This guy is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, you got to think about the defensive options. His strike throw game has only exceeded expectations since his introduction to Strive. Midare adding an additional layer of the offense here, but offense is definitely a specialty of Sin here, who's backing off right now. Chased down Scissors with the 5K. We're waiting for that reversal, which came a couple frames later for Scissors.
Oh no, and using the little step forward, just close enough for the overdrive to be able to get the break. Still has 50 meter in pocket as well. Pinky in a terrible position, but wakes up with the 2K. When it doesn't work, we DP. All right, that's some Sin stuff.
That was the maximum range of that Hawk Baker, but either way, Scissors has the 6th sense in this matchup to call out the burst and get the victory.
I was gonna say they're definitely doing a very good job of being able to restabilize despite situations like that. That's one of the scariest things to deal with in, I mean, fighting games in general, but specifically in Strive where the volatility is absolutely peak. Is situations like that where your opponent will go for something that feels a little random and it does connect, and I don't know, it's hard to not feel the creeping despair of like, wow, this is a losable round.
Sorry, I saw it. Sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. Anyways, you're so right. What were we talking about?
No, listen, when you see it, you gotta call it down.
All right, nice stagger here, opening up with the burst immediately. Driver far for the tyrant barrel there, but still gonna get the push to the corner. Sends out the tweet here. Nice. Actually goes for the empty hop. Trying to open things up against SirPinky, who is all too comfortable to hold down back here throughout this first round.
Just like my dad, RTL.
Good lord. There was just no
Okay, quick little cancel. Amazing FDs to buy space, as well as the 2P to fight out, and the footsies, knowing that 2K match is coming. Scissors with a fantastic adjustment here to the placement of the challenges from SirPinky.
Whoa. Last ditch effort here. The dance PRC cancel. If you would have thrown SirPinky, we still got the round with the 6P.
Boy. The connection, definitely the start that you want to see. Manages to just get close enough for the pickup also. I thought for sure we were going to have a knockdown of some kind, but instead it's a wall break. It's a positive bonus. It's Scissors, unfortunately, running into a 2S.
Fujin push with the overhead here. A little bit of a shimmy, but I think SirPinky learned from their mistakes at that initial punish off DP and being a little more conservative with it.
Dude, that was the crossover was so cheeky, bro. That was a nice block. we're in our bag right now. I do like that.
With the butterfly sitting right on top. That's the warning sign right there. Oh! The handshake not gonna work.
Full calories, full burst. Opportunity for SirPinky as we, yep, distance close, able to get past the twirl, but on the wake up, Scissors again. Both players, we are not afraid to challenge, I'll say that. Again, though, it's going to take us all the way to the wall with the RTO.
Close slash co carry for the corner here. Another Fujin off that dash cancel. Very smart play.
Oh, it's quick and easy on the cancel too. That 2K 2D working magic is now, it's gonna have to block it out, but does have meter, but chooses not to spend. Is gonna hold on to it.
The back dash away with the 5K finish there. Well spaced out here. Scissors cleaning up 2-0 lead right now. Actually, that was Hyakushiki big timers, not Akatsuki.
Settle down.
The Gundam from Zato. I'm just saying. I'm just coming back to lore right there. You know, you didn't. You just good start for Scissors out here. 2-0 lead. The Battle of Canada.
Oh my god, ships in the night with the 5K versus the 2K, but in the end, they're still slightly getting the better of these situations. Unfortunately, missing out after the co makes them force the burst, but in the end, they're looking pretty good still.
Oh, watch it with that 5K. Look, you've been hit a couple times with that 5H. Nice 2K interrupt on the twirl. Maybe expecting a DP coming out from SirPinky, and again, I feel like we've been very conservative throughout the set before we throw those out here. Oh my god.
Dude, Scissors going for all the stuff. I like that. I mean, we've been aggressive with the challenges, so that quick little distance close into the attempt at the parry. I like what we're thinking.
Watch it, far slash, Fujin push. Yeah, I don't think we could have got much else off of that. The 6B, taking our time. Scissors knocking at the door of victory here for this round. Just got burst back. Not gonna work, but we had the PRC to save ourselves with a quick overhead finish.
Say Scissors. Again, deep in it when it comes to the footsies here. Twirl forward, finds the punish. It's gonna force the burst. SirPinky, potentially the last time we're gonna be able to fight, at least advocate for ourselves in the early stages now. Double up on the 2P and finds the throw. Scissors, the offensive sequence is nice until the backdash.
Nice dance, Madare. Sends the tweet. Chip away at the damage. Massive shatter here, push back. Risky business with the heavy. Let's bring it back down one more time. Say it with your back. 6B to push once again. Good low block here from SirPinky. Ooh. Just in case we decided to mash out after the...
Oh, no, the low gets found, still has meter. Opportunity now on the reset as we look for the overhead. Cancels for the throw. Scissors just lazily floats over all of it and lands in 5K. So we got Axl coming up. Definitely excited to see a character that we do not get to witness very often. Love this guy. As obviously against the Bridget, it's going to be a bit of an awkward spacing matchup between the two. Both of them extremely well versed in the long range category here. But Bridget, you know, a little bit more reward when we do actually get to get a bit aggressive here, as you can already see, utilizing that rolling attack. Keep pressure against the wall.
Backing away here for the 5P. Too far for the far slash there from Lunaa. Can't believe my dog now plays Bridget, formerly a Kai player.
So
the 2H. Nice jump in with the heavy.
Hell of a tech there too. Still having that 50 meters.
What?
Starship actually hits on the backside, but we do get out of the corner. I mean, I'll take that much damage to get out of the corner.
Oh, yeah. Watch it here. Look at this. There's so much real estate being claimed by Poop Grinch with the JS, but we still get that rock the baby here for quarter. Nice low this time. Quick shatter. Lunaa one touch away from victory. Ooh, locked down. You!
Honestly, hell yeah. Back at it again. It's the instant air dash timing is absolutely perfection. Gotta remember, Axl's the man of many anti-airs and can attack basically every angle, but you having to pick your spots and only being able to attack one at a time is a huge deal. Lunaa with a great gamble there.
Let's take the tech here. Let's see where. Watch it fade away with the JS. Another one here. Woo! Nice little snail here. Also, Lunaa being very cautious on the approach, wants to save as many resources as he can. We still have burst to back ourselves up here if we want to hold on to it for this round. Or the next here. 50% tension available, so an RC is imminent on the side of Lunaa. Missed the conversion. We got a blur to fade away, but not the drift that we were looking for.
Oh, that's going to get us our freeze, though, as we close the distance and go in for the bomber. Decent chunk of damage here, but it's not going to be enough, even with the guaranteed damage from the shatter. But 2K tries to use the underground bunker. It's not going to work.
Oh, I can't believe it. We go for the wild assault here. YRC. Let's see what we can do with this last few moments. An FD for our lives. The far slash here, the heavy rather. Whoa. Yeah, the trade will certainly work in favor of Poop Grinch here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember at that like one character length range, Axl got some really good boxing normals there. That far slash can work out extremely well at the tip.
That's the send yo-yo there. Great challenge from Poop. Ducks. 2H! All right, so we have an excellent follow-up opportunity here. Plenty of resources. Doesn't go for the immediate shatter, but we have it. No? Really? Could have done super, just didn't have the input there. Gonna drift to try to chase things down. Nice low. The final scramble to take victory. Lunaa up one game.
That's what I like in my Guilty Gear. The triple RC reposition, the chase down. Listen, turn-based fighting games. Finally, we've done it.
I saw that in Bleach once. They were doing just that. They were just warping behind each other. You know the scene that I'm talking about?
I didn't watch Bleach, man.
I didn't watch it either. I just saw the GIF, so I was hoping you would know exactly what I was talking about.
No,
so.
I respect that. That's
all right,
that's exactly where I'm at. That's when I make that 1,000-year blood war joke. I don't know anything about Bleach.
I have no idea what happens. Apparently, there's no blood in it. I don't know. Where's my Johnny Young Bosch and Guilty Gear, huh? Anyways, nice low. I should give 0 players PTSD. 2H. Shatter here. I get the drops though. Lunaa is leaving a ton of opportunity on the table here by dropping this and spending way more tension than we need to. Some little bit of tension pulse for it.
Harassing as we scoot on through, finding the low and keeping the pressure. 2K, pretty decent option to poke out as we are going to find the touch with the bomber as well as the restand. That's a pretty easy backdash on the command throw.
Check. Looking to seal it out for a game 2.
Again, the commitment on the poke there, even if it's just a P normal, it's so difficult to be able to mix up and know where your opponent's going to be. The rolling attacks continue to flow as Lunaa halfway to victory already, a game and a round, looking to potentially seal out game 2 here with the 100-meter already in pocket.
Nice. First away. Nice blur here to get the throw. A bit of a pickup, but backing off is Grinch. Fade away with the JS, trying to slowly chip away at the health of Lunaa, but Lunaa has a substantial lead. Nothing to worry about it. Nice 2K 2D. Trying to throw bait here, and what coverage coming from Lunaa to take that game too.
I'll say that slight little delay gets you in so much trouble there. Again, big commitments required from Axl in moments like that to actually get something to work, as well as, I mean, Axl 6P not very good. Like I said, he has a ton of different anti-airs and a ton of different angles there, but his 6P is just not quite as good as some other characters in the game, man. It's a little tough to utilize in those weird close range spots.
Mankind knew that they can.
Yeah, I do like the range that we're trying to play at as Poop Grinch, but maybe in this matchup here, it's going to be a little bit tricky. The way that Lunaa has been trying to cover everything, especially with Yo-Yo Send. Far heavy fishing. Flipped off.
After we're talking about that, listen, if you Wild Assault, you're on the list. We're keeping track of everybody. When 2.0 drops, you're cooked.
What's the list? What like, do I want to be on the list, or is it
That's for using Wild Assault.
Okay. So like, it's a good thing.
You're thinking about it too much. Straight in with the red Sid. Didn't have the pull. Still all right, as we have 100 bar to our name.
Oh my God. Let's get the counter hit. So true, Dostro. You spitting.
Chance here. We'll step back. I like that we're taking the fight forward a little bit, trying to eat up a bit more space in the early stages. We're gonna let Lunaa walk us to the wall just a bit too early.
Oof. Okay, nice little low poke there. The side swap. All right, let's keep it same side. And we do have the recall Yo-Yo to back up our offense. Absolutely relentless right now. Lunaa with the chase, with the Wild Assault. Yo, imagine you finally learned how to use Wild Assault. You're like, this is it. This is my time. And then suddenly it takes it all away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know there's some people who have been like if you've been playing like Johnny or Eno or certain characters, like you've been using Wild Assault to fix your combos for in certain like confirmed for so long, like it's over. It's the end of the world, dude.
We're praying for you out there on these changes. Sends the super though. Lunaa so close to getting that last touch, but again, just Poop Grinch really controlling that real estate with the fadeaway. JS tried to sneak up with the rainwater, not gonna work. Match point for Lunaa. Jesus, the heavy.
I was gonna say, we've just been too good at those like 2 character length range situations. Again, even without the combo, Lunaa still finds the hit, finds the knockdown, and keeps that corner. As on the return trip for the Yo-Yo, Grinch in a terrible spot. The burst for momentum, this is absolutely it.
This double overhead does get blocked the smidge there, but the final strike still opens things up against Grinch. Heavy for corner, RC. Double hitting high. That's an unfortunate scenario for Poop Grinch, who is 1 touch away from death. 2H. Yeah, Lunaa has so much health to save up right now. Taking their time. Watch it, the 2K not gonna work. Lunaa gonna get pulled through, and a star chaser to finish it off here. Nice job from Lunaa. That's my Lunaa out there. I knew she was a smart individual. You know, CloverDragon versus Joe Brownie coming back at it to judge your case.
Oh, amazing start there. Is now 2 minions already out, and great reposition there from CloverDragon that unfortunately gets sniped out. As I mean, that's one of the most terrifying spots that Jacko can possibly have you. Jacko in front of you with a minion positioned behind you is like the worst possible thing that could happen, right?
There's a lot of just mental endurance you have to deal with here. The matchup alone. Oh no. The tap does. Where you see that minion, you're worried about trying to make the challenge. You're worried about, is that homie behind me really going to start causing ruckus like we have here? Nice. Three-corner scenario. Brilliant right now with soccer kick. No reversal for Clover. No hope unless we try to burst or even deflect shield, but I do not recommend that at all in that sequence. Oh, good escape from Joe Brownie with the minion. Air to air. Not converting, but D, close slash.
Elysium driver, which is actually going to be enough to kill. I didn't think it was going to be quite it, but you know, it was a pretty short combo into the wall as well. Ends up working out.
It is Millia too, so you know, that's fair. Oh man. Well, a strong start, and yeah, matchup that could be kind of tricky here. CloverDragon, no slouch to a TNS bracket here. It's just them's the cards, all right? Like you drew the Jacko card as Millia Rage. You had no meter to back you up outside of your burst gauge, which you did use, but then it was trying to get that initial knockdown, opening things up. This could flip on its head though if CloverDragon can get that initial knockdown and start running the Oki, especially with disc play that we can have here. 6P is the Brown start, not gonna find a connection. Clover with Compel to get extra airtime does open jump.
That's so smart from Joe. Also, just pop that burst right away. It's like you said, if we can get that knockdown, that mix-up rolling, things could potentially change. But for now, the reposition from Joe, knowing the ranges and the amount of movement that Millia has at her disposal has been masterclass so far.
Next counter hit, forward slash, launch it up. Drift, the 2P. Yeah, I'm guessing every time. That's too slow. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Why is it the slowest normals that hits you the worst?
It's always true. Just a fact of life in the fighting game genre, unfortunately, is
fact
there.
of life in martial arts.
Also true.
I saw what Michael Jai White did to Kimbo Slice, okay?
Situation getting a bit dire, dude. The minions absolutely harassing us now. The Elysium driver one more time. This time we do live, but the situation's not much better. It's a positive bonus and a knockdown here for Joe Brownie again.
Minion out here, keeping our distance. There's burst available. There it goes. Ooh, great jump in here from Clover. But we're giving a lot of breathing room here to Joe Brownie. It gives opportunity to react to that full screen scenario too. Just we had that opportunity with that RC backing off. It would go minion toss or react to a particular jump in with like a 6P because we get that extra reaction time from the spacing. Clover should be trying to smother, I feel like, in that scenario here, but I think maybe the distance kind of threw them off a little bit, especially with the disc already kind of dissipating at that point. So it was tricky to try to make that approach.
Yeah, at that point, it's really, really hard to be able to. You're that's water to wine type of of situations at that point. I mean, still a decent chance here. Again, I feel like the number one thing to highlight here is Joe Brownie's control of the situation, not even necessarily going up to air too often with CloverDragon. Again, just positioning so incredibly well so as that none of these big air dash, big air movement attempts are really threatening cross-ups or anything in between. See how Joe is never in the threat territory.
Exactly. Look how quickly we course correct too. We lost a minion on that first soccer kick and said, oh, I still got one behind me. Very quick to adjust and kick that second one away to stop the movement of CloverDragon, who's finally getting close, dwindling away at the minions, but Wild Assault not going to open things up here. Compel left, right, not working out. Joe Brownie defensively doing fairly well, and now finally gets hooked up with throw.
I was gonna say those little bits and pieces of damage really started to add up as again the throw comes through, fake dissing the throw potentially. Instead, it's the triple overhead attempt that does find a home. Artemis to snap through and around, finally on the board here. CloverDragon a chance to bounce back.
Now, do you have the endurance to keep this up though? That is the key factor. That was so many actions per second here to try to get that initial counter hit. Side swap. I can't believe it. We blocked the fastball. Joe Brownie. There it is. Quick low after hair car. Compel set up for a quick shatter. TP. Burst away. Nice 6P to chase things down. Same side. But we don't have the meter to back up that Bat Moon.
Oh, that was a crucial tech that has really kept us in this game, but unfortunately has to spend so much to FD. And the first real missed position from Joe Brownie there didn't quite get past for the 6P, but still is able to answer back either way.
Clover so close to getting that first game on the board, but denied It's an easy JK.
Oh, too deep, touch too far, pulls a minion and makes some space. Full on runaway here. There's 3 minions behind us. That is huge trouble. CloverDragon stuck in the corner once again, and on the throw bait is gonna be sent through with the Elysium driver.
Steamroll continues here. It's a tall order for CloverDragon as to make this jumping approach with the low opener. A little bit of a drop. RC not going to work. The dust is still going to connect. A perfect round, and Joe Brownie 3-0 over CloverDragon.
So I'm okay with him going down now. It's fine. We had our time.
All right, Nub up against CalamariKurusu. Of course, the patented Zato, the last remaining Zato. Yeah, you'll never be able to do that again, Nub. Anyways, applause here. Does sit right into the opposed. It's a great spot to be. Oh my goodness. The new projectiles coming from Kai. The showstopper. You can't low profile. You can't jump over it. Terrifying.
Yeah, shock state again. Like
Eminent Professor with $27 into the match. Thank you so much. We also saw Mika-chan Typhoon with the patented $1.69 with the XD comic into that match ring as well. Thank you so much.
I appreciate y'all a ton. Unfortunately now, of course, it's going to have to be spent. A little attempt at breaking the law there is not going to quite work out for us. As on the reposition, out of the flight, says, I don't need Eddie. I need Eddie. I changed my mind.
Yeah, I really need Eddie right now. I could use a friend. Ooh, maximum range of Dire Clat. Not going to have the application of Shock State here. That's unfortunate for Nub. And Calamari getting the shatter.
Deflect shielding certain things can be really, really good against the Eddie pressure, but usually against the drills, that's a very tough spot. Zato just remedies that by holding the dash macro for an extra 0.5 seconds than he already was going to, which is a little rough as Amorphous is going to cut through.
Bar slash works out. Wall assault to chase down. Clap for a quick shock state. Still go for the stun edge, but look at the oppose. Oh! Swing like hell there. What a 5P anti-air. Bring it right back down for another shock state and take control of the situation with throw. Still your positioning here. What a jump with the JH. Bursting away. Relentless with the Sacred Edge.
Dude, that unsummon was so good, though. All of this coming off of just because that one unsummon was so sick. We get the sword, we get the momentum. This is your chance.
Ooh. Can't see the deflect shield. It's such a tough tool to use in the match where you have so many advancing opportunities coming from Calamari. Piercer there. Nice leapfrog with the low.
Yeah, being able to put things together extremely well. There's another character that we talked about a bunch throughout the lives of these patches here. Zato obviously is a character that always goes way up and way down because, I mean, our puppet characters might just be the hardest characters in fighting games to balance, just because like if they're working as intended, they are just like kind of busted, and if they're not, they just are like unplayable. It was an act outside of the player's control here, so not going to make them, nobody's going to be punished for, you know, a connection error, which is going to happen sometimes. So 1-0 currently as Calamari continues to do a great job here, utilizing the oppose, as well as breaking the law, but with a quick little instance to answer Eddie, as well as the 5P to stop the jump in. You know, decent control so far.
Let's get the leapfrog, approach for corner, applause. Look how difficult this is here. Does block the overhead. Hold on to the Excalibur for me. Continue this pressure. And that's all a great sequence. It's still wasting a little bit of that FD meter, but Nub's still pretty stocked on resources. Good call out on the DP. Not going to work out, though, as we get the immediate burst.
Loving the jump S, doubles up on the 2Ps. Quit. Okay, on the delay, almost caught it, but the stun dipper beats out the attempt at the 2P. Dude, that 2S almost got there, almost saved us.
What? Unfortunate, we blew up the oppose on the stun dipper, and then RC just cleans it up. Now we look in the chat. Ain't no way. 2H, oppose again. Float. Still direct lat to reapply the shock state. Jesus.
At the round start here, just taking a little bit of a walk back here, trading once again to beat out the Eddie and holds the dash macro for a touch too long, it seems. But I mean, it doesn't affect too much. We still get the hit.
Alright, so side swapped here. Nice pickup off 2S with leapfrog for corner. Nice. Actually, we get the corner carry. Applause, applause. Plenty of meter. One more interaction. Calamari can return the tide here with a single touch.
Yeah, Morphus might have been able to seal the deal there, but instead we're just going to keep grinding things away. The 50 meter finally gets eaten up. That's so unfortunate. Just draining it completely as we finally find the touch. It's round apiece here. Calamari, after the cross-up, again, is halfway to victory in the set.
Burst away. Here to block. Oh, by Eddie. Great poke here with the far slash from Nub. No anti-air, but we've seen a lot of great JSs coming out here from Nub. Thought those air-to-air interactions instead. Ooh. Keep it sandwiched up here as we get drills coming through the Excalibur to put you back. And Eddie close enough with the applause.
Oh no, and gets absolutely carried out. Again, the applause handling business converts into the frog straight afterwards, and Zato ready to be able to finish the job if necessary. But, I mean, not necessary. Eddie always gets his man. 2-0.
I mean, he's one of the best assassins for a reason. Top 3. Game number 3 here. See if Nub can slow things down and get another TNS regular out here in Calamari. Alongside Nub, who's still going to chase things down. That wild assault to help out here. Far slash actually denies little Eddie. Oh. The 5P anti are not going to work out with the Piercer. Respecting the oppose. Let's lift through. Not enough opportunity to charge back up on Eddie. Great explosivity coming from Nub on that interaction.
And honestly, like we said, get your mileage out of the wild assault while you can. PRC is just able to block in time, and after the trade, had a chance for offense, but the IBFD completely stalls out the momentum. But luckily, I mean, we could just jumpstart it right again. Stun Dipper, dude.
Whoa, nice. Breaking the law out here, but the far slash. Joker not going to work. Nice throw. RC to finish the job.
Got the quick DP to break through here. A bit behind on the resource game, but it's close enough to where it doesn't matter too much. And I love the extremely aggressive. That was a good mix-up way to start the game. Not something you're going to be able to get away with often, as the dash up 2P ends up netting us a lot of mileage.
Very deep Futre arc here. Wanted the throw bait. Not going to work. JP out. Tossed. Set up here with that heavy stun edge. Finds a way out with that neutral jump. Despite the 6K pumping right through here. Nub taking a good chunk of damage for this one here. Hard knockdown. Calamari's turn of the next interaction.
Poking nothing else. There's the throw as well as the frog to slice up. Sword puts us down, and now we have full Eddie once again. A chance to get aggressive.
Took away. What a JS. Oh, the JD opens things. It might have been a pre-jump coming from Calamari, and that will be a game for Nub.
A super sick confirm there, being able to utilize the double JD. Be able to cut through. Doing a good job bouncing back and not letting too many opportunities get away from them here. I like what I'm seeing from Nub so far.
Absolutely. We're going to try to take our time before we get into this next one. Of course, Calamari is still doing great, but I think Nub is slowly picking up the pieces there. Honestly, both players playing pretty solid Guilty Gear at this point here. It's just the defense from Nub coming out on top a little bit here. It's just the longer you're blocking, that's fewer opportunities to take those strikes, especially with Calamari knocking at the door with all of these set plays in the corner. Here starting to whittle away. Nice. Sitting on top. That's a pose.
Yeah, I mean, the threat of throw with a pose behind it. IBFD into the punish, the okay, super sick. No one wanted it again. Same thing there. Was looking for the throw with the opposed. Oh, it's a heartbreaker that gets away.
Oh, challenge. Oh, good. Able to block that out.
Oh my god. Dude, the defense is stellar. Finally tries to find some kind of respite with the close slash there and wins the footsies but can't confirm it.
Oh! All right, there we go. Stun Dipper. Vapor Thrust the corner carry. He's able to return the favorite. Plus, you're getting that positive bonus to build back for next round. Dragon with the $2 contribution to the match arena, but a quick burst comes from Calamari. Last-ditch effort for this round alone with the JP to help seal it out for Nub.
Yeah, Rise and JP saved the day on that one for sure. Way ahead in the burst economy and a round up as well. Unfortunately, it's caught in the sandwich situation, but a little bit of a mismanagement of the Eddie Gates there from Calamari. Unfortunately, is going to put her in a little bit of a weird position that Invite Hell seems to remedy.
Nice bar slash. Chases with the Wild Assault to get back to the mid-screen. Cool. All right, excellent. YRC does get the fadeaway jump. Still a leapfrog to catch the chase, and Calamari gets blown away with this burst here. Nub chasing down with the Stun Dipper, of course, with the red RC. Enough to get a finish, but just in time getting that burst.
Oh no. Dude, the frog saves everything. Oh, it's around a piece at some point again.
Nice, got her 6P. Take it back to turn. Oh, trying to snipe the stun edge, but Leapfrog still able to catch you from the air. Eddie down, but look, Zato still able to make the approach. Snipe out of the sky, far slash. Staggers though. There's the oppose, it's time to retreat, and I love it. JH denying the Eddie approach and will shut it down. Wild Assault to chase, and Nub with a shatter. We'll get 50% back, so another Wild Assault opportunity on our hands here for the final interaction of this game. The air throw to tie it all up.
Yo, Kai kind of elegant during that air throw. I'm not gonna lie. That was a two though. Jesus, man. Oh hell yeah, hell of a save. Definitely good. I mean, pressure sequences have just been way up here, doing a good job of nullifying Eddie in all the right places, as well as finding punishes, utilizing that not only the IBFD but just instant blocks in general to be able to break out of some spots that a lot of people, I think, let go for Zato.
Right. Yeah, I feel like we've kind of gotten used to some of the rhythm, maybe, as crazy as it sounds, but Nub's doing a great job of holding the corner position when we're kind of overwhelmed and waits for opportunity to just interrupt Eddie there, which gives you even more openings as far as like Stun Dipper or ooh. I think we thought we got the hit there for that vapor thrust. Or the Dipper for corner. Nice 6P.
Ooh, wasn't quite
saucy here.
Yeah, wasn't quite right on the timing on the backdash overhead though, but it's still working out. Not going to matter as the PRC is going to lead us to potentially a block string instead. Just a whiff punish.
Shock state of blind here. The heavy just keeping you arm's length away, and yet still able to make the approach to the JH.
Quick out of the flight, nice block on the low, makes space for himself and makes it whiff with the FD. Unfortunately, the RC stalled it, so we saw that backdash. Nice on the approach. Down to just a little bit, and there's the command throw.
Oh, the 5P, not enough to convert, but look at this. Final game, final round.
down to the wire. Full burst in pocket for both players here. That delay on the flight is a cute idea, as well as steering Eddie to actually go for the cross up there.
Yeah, bring it right back down with the Fuzure arc here. Kind of losing that corner control, and yet still able to make it work with the JP nub with the JD into Vapor Thrust for a quick shatter. You get the escape, but unfortunately, little Eddie's down and out. Too far for the 2D, and quick call out here from Nub, who will get bursted away. First back at you here, Calamari in a do or die scenario with the JH to open things up. The setup with Eddie. Keep you close for the Oki, the left, right with breaking the wall.
Okay, YRC breaking out to Eddie. Opportunity here in the corner. Gonna have to look for something. The opposed denies the fireball, but commits to the second one. This is not enough to kill.
Rust, are you kidding me? Took the one opening here, and it's very rare that we ever saw Nub make a reversal of DP under pressure and come from Zato and decided, you know what? I got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Let's fire it off this one last time. Era of Wild Assault. Remember, this is the guy that made us think about White Wild Assault in a very different light at the early outset of this mechanic, and still utilized very differently today. Now that it's, you know, very well changed for the better. Nice. Let's get the approach. Pearlbot with the guard crush to activate the Jealous Rage.
They're working out well here. Is utilizing the jealousy perfectly here. Pearlbot here the break. Well as you know, transforming back. Stance on stance, the most important thing you can do to be optimal in moments like that. Chat, I love this guy. I'm sorry, okay? Forgive me. Is this a safe space? I think Goldlewis is cool. My bad.
Yeah, suddenly I'm going to make this not a safe space. This character is a nightmare.
So, look at that. That's so, I don't care. That's sick. The triple behemoth, you can't not giggle when you see that. Are you serious?
I'm crying. Entire families have been wiped out by that behemoth typhoon. Are you kidding me?
Big Millia's you. Dude, you can't. This character's comedy genius. I love him so much. I don't care.
Dude, you just got this gun. Goldlewis pushes you to places you never thought you could be pushed to.
It's very true. Connected here, straight into the jealousy. Nice punish though.
No, oh, don't wrap me in there, maneuverable. No. It's not clear bias out here. Everyone, including yourself, likes when a Hail Mary haymaker knocks somebody out with a massive counter hit. You like it.
I can't help it. I don't know, man. It's too good. Double up with the behemoth, working well. One on the board in Red's favor.
I almost feel like we at least attempt the YRC in that scenario. We were close enough to at least get the push away, right? Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hard to utilize your defensive mechanics effectively against this character, right? I mean, even if you do guess correctly on the YRC, you get pushed away to the mid-range, and Goldlewis still kind of just has control of the screen. He can kind of waddle forward a little bit at a time, close the distance enough to where Behemoth is a threat again, or he just shoots you. Like we were talking about, the gun, he can just pull the gun.
Hold on, I may have been too far gone for that round there. I don't think I saw a Thunderbird come out at all in this set. It was just non-stop Behemoth and gun.
They shot one time, but you know.
Well, oh, there's the Thunderbird
sometimes
right there.
it can be a mix-up. No, the drone, yeah, the drone hasn't happened too much.
Let's see, full send.
1080 in a dream. He's just the most behemoth amount of health possible. Now delays, was trying to eat a backdash there.
Yeah. The most terrifying run-up I've ever seen. A Goldlewis run way more than I've ever seen Goldlewis run. Bar slash, massive counter. Fire away, quick tap. I got another one here. Jeez, what a jump in. Shatter, massive life lead. Onion with the 2656 into the Maturino. And the comment says Goldlewis is butt.
Man,
Well, that was very mature of you.
it's cool. I get it. Not everybody likes what I like. It's fine. Quick little jealousy activation opportunity. And we do manage to find a deep cross up.
I can't believe it. The 6P was out there. I know what you meant to do, edible onion. You did math right. You could always donate again.
We already missed our mark. Take 6 cents out of the Matcherino.
Yeah, but we could do 696. 96.
Oh, dude, all that FD spent just trying to survive the chip out here is now the threat of the gun is so difficult to deal with here. We do find a throw, which brings us straight back to life here. Pearlbot, a good chance now with the resources dead even.
Jump in, launch. Nice block at the side swap. What a clash, and you get to swing the behemoth again right after. Please! Stop swinging the coffin!
Not a chance. Sets up the drone one more time. Hold down the neutral as there's the throw. One last chance.
Oh my God.
Jesus. It's just so much to have to weather the storm, being absolutely ridiculous on the way we close the distance here. Too good with the behemoths. What's the worst topping you can put on a burger? I'm gonna think on that. I'm gonna think on that. The worst regular topping you can put on a burger. I'm gonna think.
Topping.
I'm gonna cook. Give me some time.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of a bad topping on a burger. Because it depends upon the burger that, you know what, you're right, peanut butter. Yeah, I've seen that happen. Don't do that. It's weird. Not because I'm allergic to peanut butter. Any nut-based sauce on a burger, not good.
See, some of y'all are just throwing out stuff to olives. Nobody's putting olives on a burger. That's not not real. I don't care.
There are some restaurants, some hoity-toity restaurants that might.
What's my cookout order? Gummy, do not play with me. Oh, deep cross up there. Nice block. Oh my God.
Crush. Close slash here and still backing off with no jealous rage or name. This is going to be very tricky to navigate. We do get the far slash. Here's the approach. Nice. Actually, we get the guard point. Build up a little meter. Well played on the Thunderbird.
Okay. Throw with an opportunity to be able to get our transformation as the wall break comes through. Double hit on the key grab. Game time.
Approach. Woo. Quick 5P to interrupt, and yet still Red. I am not able to pick it up and put themselves a match point right now.
Big shout out to Orton the intro, by the way, as well as Phlox coming through. Both y'all appreciate the subs a ton. Thank you very much.
That's a sick palindrome we got there, or the intro.
Red looking to potentially steal this one away. I mean, just
yeah.
It is one last behemoth. Anything will do it at this point here. Just gonna take the shot, which is not quite enough. We have a ton of meter to play with. That might not matter, actually.
Oh! Out the burst. The rage is opening here with the reset into the key grab. Corner position with Danzai. Not gonna work because of the armor point, baby. That's a shatter.
Oh, but we have full security. We still have meter. Goes for the jump away and slings the meat tenderizer one more time. The behemoth saves the day.
To the Matcherino as well. Who is Ant? Many have asked.
Say, y'all are too kind. Thank you again to every single person who has helped out with this match, Reno. It's a good situation for us here, celebrating the final hurrah of this patch for Guilty Gear Strive. It's Wild Assault's funeral today, and we're having a good day.
We are happy. Magician girls show up and show out with Asuka once again because MjKurase, not the only card dealing character of Guilty Gear Strive.
See, I'm just saying, imagine when she does that super, that there's a chance that there's just a brick in her hand. And she has to super again to get rid of the brick. I think this is really, like, truly a good
brick,
balancing
or is
factor.
there, like, trading card game phrasing that I don't know? Like, do you mean actual brick?
So a card with a, well, in trading cards, they just say, like, brick is like a bad card. Like, if you just draw a brick, it's just, like, the worst thing you could have gotten. But, like, I think it should be visualized with actually a picture of a brick.
Okay. Deep cut. Deep cut. Thank you for opening the door.
That's all we need.
Watch it. 6B does whiff. Look at the recycling of cards as we take the neutral jump there.
Yeah, bricking in this game is the equivalent of just when your Asuka looks at their hand, they're like, oh shit, and it's all teleports. And you're like, man, what the hell? What am I supposed to do with this?
You should just teleport faster. Oh, missed the super. Out of mana as well. So Magician Girl gonna have to be very cautious on these next few strikes. So we wait for it to come back. Nice knockdown. Cycling a few more cards. Great projectiles from full screen distance here with green cube. Force the block. Nice FDs coming from Kurase.
Oh no, but unfortunately, it's just so hard to get around the geometry. What a burst. We're gonna fight for the round here, and I think it's the right call.
Woo! The tap dust.
Say that was absolutely fire. That is also, I know I say this every time I see it, that's my least favorite tap dust in the game. It's the overhead that comes from the floor. It's just the what I know there's an orange flash. I don't care. I see it coming from below me. I crouch, and that's my bad. It's something I have to deal with, but I don't like it.
Full screen game is what it is here, though, with Magician Girl. She comes out about 6B round start. Firing on the green projectile. Nice backdash for Kurase here.
Like, okay. If I'm kind of doing numbers right now, slicing through all of the geometry as well as the delayed overhead, kind of clean. MJ back in the sticks, absolutely down to just like a 10% life here for Magician Girl. 0% life.
Swift justice coming from MjKurase here for the second game. 6P, excellent round start once again. Couple shotgun shells in the chamber here for Magician Girl. Might get the burst. We still have one more shotgun, but we stop actually with that misfire. It's kind of huge. Still gonna get caught high. Oh. 6B to deny that lightning cube. Block on the overhead. Get fired off once more. The cleave of the book with a full hand cycling. Magician Girl with a teleport to try to get the left-right scenario, opening up MjKurase. See, you mentioned about a hand filled with teleport. Magician Girl is the one player that I expect that to work out splendidly for them.
Like, we can do this. Said, she's fine.
Yeah, this
she's
is win.
fine.
I got the dub. Oh, okay.
Back again, quick little reshuffle. I love the idea with the super. The idea of the RC is even better. Only one card left in our hand, though. This is trouble despite the good play.
This is the thing. I don't think Magician Girl is playing Guilty Gear. Magician Girl is playing a card game. Out here playing the Duelist Kingdom.
Trying to make it work, but the situation is dire. Hardly any mana. Uses the final card there. Is now on the reshuffle. Is gonna have to burst.
Oh, Misfire air to air works in Magician Girl's favor. All right, we do have to speed up staff to help things out here. Whoa, increase the power of these cards as we continue to guard crunch. Looking for the final hit against Magician Girl. MjKurase gets blessed with the book once more.
Not the rules. The worst way to end the round, gets absolutely destroyed by it there. And what a comeback considering the situation. She had at one point she had a sliver of life, no cards in hand, no mana to play. What can you possibly do from that spot? I mean, she played about as good as you possibly could have from the moment there. Magician Girl, extremely impressive again to be up 2-0.
She literally says the deck's stacked against you, not against me right now. Like, I can't draw anymore, but you're still out of options. Here we go into this game number 3. MjKurase still trying to navigate this. Knockdown. Card crushed with that shotgun shell once more. Oh my god, double overhead. Wait. We do have a deal pulled out there. Oh, what a call out for the teleport. Very quick, actually, from MJ to pay attention to the cards being pulled. Small mana charge.
He's getting just a touch of mana back, and now fully stocked once again. Plenty of cubes to work with here, and MjKurase might just be out of it on this one.
That's something you got to pay attention to, is that Magician Girl, she is just so willing to spend health just to recharge mana to keep cycling the zoning game. It's such a glass cannon style of play for this character that just works exceedingly well for Magician Girl here with Miss Finer. Guard crush. Great position, but seems far below Miss Finer there.
Oh my, that is way farther than I thought it was going to be, and I think MJ is feeling the same. I thought we were out of range.
Push away, nice 2P. Nice call out there with the far slash. That Miss Finer here, going for super on hard knockdown.
Okay, like exposed, Miss Finer takes some damage, and it works out well as we are able to at least take it to a round apiece now, slightly ahead in the resource game. It's a decent starting hand there for Magician Girl. Unfortunately, 6P not a part of that hand.
Burst away. Okay, stock of cards.
Yeah, Tudor's perfect hand. Tries to drop the orb. Nice little dash back as well as the 2D catch the back dash. 2D is putting up numbers right now.
Wah! Throw.
Just like that, bouncing back, doing a great job staying in this one here. Magician Girl, for the most part, has been leading the charge and has been able to, I don't know, just have full control. But MJ, I mean, this is already the pretty decent start to the bounce back here, using the Misfinder to be able to slice through most of the geometry.
Exactly. I think that's one of the things we kind of picked up on as the set has gone on this long here, is that we did it a couple times earlier in game 1 and 2, and now it's become like the forefront of the plan here for MJ to try to take down some of this pressure to, I guess, divide some of the geometry ahead of us here. But that means Magician Girl gonna up the ante with the speed staff. Great round start here.
Oh no, the cue wall. Just a fate worse than death, dude. Again, trying to send the overhead, not gonna work out, but we do find the air-to-air with the cube. Oh god, it's a massacre from a character length again.
Cool. Back off the Misfiner, guard crush. Things look a little watery here for Magician Girl. She fires it out. Watch it. Nice! What a snipe with that Misfiner. Full slashes. Cards are off the table here. We need to charge mana. No shield. Massive damage opportunity for MJ. Oh, what a drift. We still got the pickup here. Magician Girl. Gonna push the corner here. Bursting.
Ooh. What a press. Oh my god, I didn't know we had normals like that. Jesus. The wizard got hands?
Whoa. Is she approach though, far slash connecting. We'll try to get a low poke right there. The trade. Magician so close to closing it out and will succeed with the OTG. Go 3-1 MjKurase.
That Guilty Gear Strive has some of the best copy pastas, and honestly and truly, I think that a lot of them are because of Classified here. This is some of y'all's best work. It comes out with Classified on the screen. You love to see it as the 2D finds the market, forces the burst.
2D, but yeah, gonna get that offensive burst here. Just make sure we hold position. Drift with the high P. Here, sides off the JK. Tap dust. That's a full conversion for corner. Just get the round anyway.
Like crucial with the cross up there is on the round start, trying to. Oh my god, footsies, bro. It's ridiculous. It deleted the thought from my brain. Hell of a press with the 5K.
For super. Also supposed to put ourselves back to that 50% range. A double dash, actually. Scary stuff. Could have been challenged by Joe. We're still going to get the escape after the JD.
Both flash gets pushed away. Decent footsies once again is now Joe Brownie. Is able to find the throw at least, has plenty of meter to extend, but 2 whiffs in a row.
It's that far-reaching heavy staggering once again. Quick 5K, but 2P interruption after a little bit of FD defense. This is a scary spot for Gio to be. Has to carefully navigate around these sets and stingers.
I was gonna say the worst feeling is as soon as he gets that full screen and he just starts stingering over and over again, you're like, all right, guy. I know you think your neutral's nice.
Especially with Gio, like it's so tricky for her to get in. Like you could jump, but as fast as we're firing off Stinger, it's kind of a risky situation with another ball being able to fire back at you. Nice little shatter with the dash install DP. Ooh. The 5P a burst. We're so close to victory. We're willing to spend it all, and staggers with the 5K. Classified first game up.
Definitely the way you need to handle it there. Like you said, it can be a little weird to close the distance, but once you're there, I feel like there's no complaints from the Giovanna player once we're able to actually, when the ship hits land. Venom just kind of gets mauled.
Seriously, when I'm in there, I'm like, great, this is fine. I have nothing to worry about. And full screen, this is the worst day of my life.
It's the reaping and sowing. You're like, dude, fuck. You're like, man.
All right, why did I put myself through this? Why did I pick this character at round start? Close the gap. I'm a genius. I'm the best. This is the greatest game ever.
Yeah. It's the no one's ever done it like me paradigm where you're like, I'm the greatest of all time. Wait, hold on. I'm kind of happy.
Nice chase down here with the far slash. Ooh, a little bit of hesitation. That was a 6P-able interaction there. Come from Joe, just didn't believe in it. But that is the fear and respect that Giovanna at this caliber commands, of just the hesitation, thinking, I don't know if it's my time here. Being wrong could have severe consequences. Pushing away with the YRC. Nice neutral jump with the K.
Yeah, here comes our consequences. Oh, good match though. No, we're actually has the momentum for us to keep the corner, and it pays off with the tap dust.
The most expensive Giovanna player you'll ever see, spending all resources to guarantee victory. That's the benefit of Giovanna, is that she's generally pushing you to the corner and will cycle a positive bonus if the game plan is going correctly here. So it's a safe bet. Getting the meter also benefits you as well. A bit faster, do a little bit of extended damage, and quick dive kick for a shatter.
Somebody in YouTube chat saying we gotta kill Venom in 2.0. I need to see Venom in 2.0. There's like 3 Venoms on the planet that are playing that relevant, dude. Free my man. I want him to fight a little bit.
Venom is pretty good. It's just folks aren't willing to spend the time.
He said, bring him back. I need that.
Oh, the Jacko.
The switch to, I mean, definitely the better character of the two, right? Maybe just prefers the matchup, but I don't know.
Duel 1.
this can get, again, same scenario as Venom, right? If Venom can get set up, then it's kind of tricky for Giovanna. But they're both in a pretty tough situation if you get that initial knockdown, right? Of just, you don't have reversal, so you can mount your offense. Having minions on the field is great. Oh, jeez. What a jump in here. JD going to convert. Trying to bait out the burst. Not going to happen.
Boy, position looking good. Loving the way that we're actually using the FD to make a little bit of space. Unfortunately, it's not going to matter too much here as Joe Brownie, on the one little error, is immediately going to get capitalized. Classified. The core vision is 10 out of 10.
Just for the shatter here. Wasn't going to get the wall splat, so just opted for super to finish the job. All right, good guard. And actually a little cross under Classified with plenty of resources here. You get a little bit of that defensive bonus as we're at 50% tension. All right, so boosted Giovanna at 100.
I was gonna say ticking over to 100 right as you go through the wall is perfect, but you know what else is kind of ridiculous? The 6P into the minion tosses the alley-oop, and minion number 1. This guy always finishes.
Maximum range of that 2D, very unfortunate. Nice backdash. Actually able to get the dash install kick. Staggers with the close slash for a little bit of press frames, and there it is, that 6P that I'm talking about. You get enough room away from drill, it's a 6P all day. Nice grit to the JK. Launch it here. Yeah, knew we get the shatter, so that's going to be super for hard knockdown.
Might be the flip over here. You got to be careful though with a 100 meter. Joe Brownie could have taken a risk, chooses not to though. Just held on. Pretty defensive posturing from that one. It's set point for Classified.
Trying to chase air to air with the JP, but the minion stopping you in your tracks. Hold the gold burst. Wait a minute. It does get blocked out, but still beneficial here as we get the massive counter hit to DP launcher. No burst again, but corner position. Actually going to get lost as Joe Brownie finds a counter hit to trade out. Oh my goodness, Proxy one more touch.
Yeah, not getting the wall though. Actually puts us in a terrible position. Falls down with the JK. It's going to be an RC and a minion set, and the fake throw with that attack command works out perfectly. Joe Brownie, we're on the come up.
Unfortunately, once we got pushed out of that corner, it was basically said and done in favor of Joe Brownie there. Without any resources to fight back outside of FD, it was going to be very difficult for Classified to push back out of a corner scenario. We needed either a YRC or maybe a deflect shield, if anything, which is a very rare occurrence from Classified here, especially in this matchup. I mean, Joe Brownie caught Classified in a very bad position and capitalized there. But this time around, starting off with the wild assault push to corner with 5P.
Ooh, had the right idea on the step back there, was trying to bait it out. DP on the landing as we have plenty of meter to fight with.
Woo! Full slash DP, another one, a third one.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Had plenty of meter to be able to catch it out. Set point once again, but Classified has been to this position and not quite been able to close it more than once.
Just the far slash approach. Careful. Nice. Chase down the 2H, not able to open, but the 5K will interrupt minion. Nice. Very cautious approach from Classified. The quick 2K will deny everything. DP. Full push for corner. Will get the shatter. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Classified, you just showed off at this point now with the drift. Wild assault corner. Now you're going to kill.
Just enough as you get to the wall there. Utilizing that wild assault. Again, just get your mileage out of it while you can. You've got some industry experience, so it's always nice to hear from somebody who knows what they're talking about, because I sure as hell don't. Nice little whip on it at the start here. Hazen coming up face off against Yoyomaster. Unfortunately, that is 50% life from Yoyomaster instantaneously taken away.
Hazen gonna get scooped up though. Yoyomaster starts the pressure for that corner. FD build up. There we go. Oh, but yeah, gonna get caught with a quick gunshot side swap. Smack dash away. Tossed out. Does get close Ash to stand up here in an immediate burst as Hazen chases down with gunshots. Yo-Yo still finds a way to slide on into the DMs.
Back out. Yo-Yo one more time. What an anti-air. Hell of a stop, which keeps us in the corner. But the... Okay. You got sauce. That still doesn't kill them. You got a pixel of life.
What an air throw. Not much we could do, but catches the pre-jump. Now they get the tap dust to close it out.
Dude, taking that last shot for Hazen there, unfortunately, it doesn't kill. Gets caught with no bullets on the next interaction and is immediately chucked out of the skies. Luckily, back in the action now. That quick little side swap back to the same side, working well as it's about 30%, 50% now, taken off from Yoyomaster already.
Quick reload at that range, though. Very risky stuff. And Yo-Yo gonna capitalize with that quick 2K. 5K push a little bit more. So close to that shatter. Yo-Yo taking their time on the approach and able to neutral jump the super drift into my loving arms out here. Nice throw.
See, that's one of the big problems with this character is that curse was applied, gun is out. You can rip a super because you're like, I'm gonna read this projectile, and he's like, I still have full movement while I'm shooting this projectile, and he jumps over your super. That was a pretty good reaction, pretty good read from Yoyomaster. If it was any character but Happy Chaos.
Burst away. Massive counter hit. Gosh, how many Happy Chaos were there in the ARC finals?
Few.
Not
a couple.
Look, let's not count the group stage. There was a lot in the group stage.
Deus Ex, let it ride one more time. Just barely, not enough. We have a chance to fight potentially here. Mix-up's gonna be crucial as we're not even gonna go for the mix. Instead, tries to make space.
Cursed up, the far slash.
Said I think he's gonna have a 50% chance to drop his gun. I think that every time you reload, there should be a 30% chance he fumbles and doesn't reload a bullet. So when he goes for a full reload, it's a 30% chance every time for him to miss a reload and have to keep trying to do it.
You know what's crazy with this gimmick? Like, if he shoots in the portals, right? Like, what if he just shoots into another plane of existence? Who is he shooting at that point, right? Like, we just forget about the bullet? Just disappears?
I'm oh no, the recall. Yeah. Tries to get shot out of it, not gonna work out here. Quick little, okay, I thought maybe we were gonna go for the slump stuff, but instead Deus Ex.
Yeah, so right there, 30% chance that Happy Chaos just accidentally shoots himself with the portal.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Just a touch of life left over here. Tries to take a shot one more time, and the YRC is going to be punished with a sucker punch.
Curse sauce, don't worry. This time it does. Yo, we're going to be able to block that in 2.0 chat. The curse.
I need that.
I'm sure it's going to help tremendously.
Ooh. On the RC, deep in the cross up. DP comes through, rolls past it, which is a hell of a headache. Deus Ex again.
Two games up from Hazen. Yoyomaster, you got to figure something out. Is this the Dostro Heidi out here?
Huh?
Yoyomaster, the Dostro Heidi? It's an alternate. You know what Heidi is, right?
No.
Oh,
absolutely not.
It's an alternate name. So like you would use Yoyomaster is my secondary name, so you can't guess who I am.
Duel 1.
Look, I'm bringing NRS things. I'm sorry. They used to say that a lot.
Makes the move.
Oh
no,
my God.
Dude, I respect the reversals, but was just too far away. That was a tilt DP.
Blur. Oh my God, the close slash. It still gets me every time. There's got to be so much mass involved in these guns that I can launch you when he draws it. Maybe it's a jump scare. You're terrified that he actually pulled the gun on you. Then you're like, wow! You don't actually get hit by it. You just jump and take mental damage.
Oh, dude, situation is dire right now. We do manage to dash just fast enough there. Finds alone, forces the burst. One more chance for Yoyomaster. Gotta close the distance to get something going, but there's a doppelganger in your way, dude.
Okay, pick up here. 6 to put in the corner, but we get the YRC out. Are we out of there? But not in a better situation here. You're still having to deal with the zoning from Happy Chaos. 1 bullet left. Yoyomaster looking pretty good right now.
I'm gonna throw is kind of peak too, just in time as the return trip of the yo-yo doesn't work out. Bear Platinum able to secure us through the wall. It's a pixel of life left. 1 bullet in the chamber. It's not even gonna get a chance to shoot it.
Wait, far slash not gonna work out, but JP on the approach. Oh, trying to reach with that far slash and just outside the range. Yoyomaster able to close the gap, but scooped up for corner. Oh, JS. Watch it here. Beautiful 6P.
Reposition was just too good. Ends up whipping. Doesn't RC in time for themselves. Has a 100-meter, but might not get to spend it. Oh, and the cross-up seals the deal. Hazen with the jump over. Perfect spacing in Yoyomaster, unfortunately. This character, transposed into other fighting games, I feel like would be extremely strong. She's so fair for Guilty Gear Strive. You know what I'm saying? She is so fair.
Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting to see her quick hack abilities to really come out and play. Nice. Yeah, excuse me. Actually, the deflect shield not going to work out, though.
Yeah, full mana, plenty to play with here at this point. Just do your best to stem the bleeding. Quick little tutor is going to put us in a good spot.
I mean, I would like to see a full screen Unity shots, but hey, we're not going to get that opportunity quite yet. We do get a little bit of the virus state here, as I like to call it. Slipped off, almost have the DP put up. Burst. Big charge with guard crush. I can reapply that big counter hit state here.
Oh, Yucky forward. Okay, that burst was crucial. We take the shot, it just barely hits. Guns are better than magic, confirmed.
Unity. That's the Unity right there. Oh no, what a 6-speed.
Ooh, with the tap of the leg, saved the day. Very nice first round in pocket. That felt like an eternity for a first round, by the way. Holy
It really
moly.
did. JH to the JS though. Back away. Nice. I'll put somebody get scooped up for that one here. Oh, quite the storm of cubes. Now with this gravity well applied. Macho just owning the space right now. Quite the super if it works. Yeah, just outside the range and just barely.
Oh my god. And yeah, now the cube wall from deep, there's no chance. And then once again, the overhead from below equalizes just a bit around a piece now. I did not know that went that far down when he cast it from that high in the air. That is evil. Oh my god.
Yeah, ran into it. That's tough. Couple guard crushed it. No way. Were you able to guard crush?
Listen, honestly, we were talking about adding Exodia to this character in the future patch. I feel like we already have it. If you get redraw and gain mana, you're just, it's over. Like, that's your 2-card combo. That's it.
Look, if you want to get Exodia, just check out Dragon Ball Fighters. All right,
God, dude. I'm getting
for reasons. I can't tell you the reasons because certain individuals may be listening. Just if you know, you know.
Listen, dude, I'm getting Mike and Triked in Guilty Gear, bro. If you know, you know. Like, what's happening to me? Jesus, man. 2 cards is all it takes?
Be careful if you pop off, though.
Duel 1.
If you know, you know.
Let's rock.
Oh my goodness, an electrifying start here from Macho. Said draw, Monster Cardo.
Like exposed. Set it up one more time. In the overhead, I like that. Oh no. Welcome to Cube World. Yeah, YRC, it's a decent guess, but there's just no way you're getting out of that one.
You know what? Lucy makes me want to play Cyberpunk again so I can actually use cybernetics this time around. Giovanna wire. Unity for the shatter.
Oh my god, this is closed so effectively here. The mana is in dire straits. And we're gonna go for the full hack.
The time of the poison, so we get a little bit of damage over time. Not a whole lot, honestly. And look out for that risk gauge, too. That was a big one.
Wee, and at the perfect spacing, he's able to whip just right. It's a round apiece now. Still, though, Macho with the advantage here.
Crushed. Blocks.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh no,
the
dude.
cube. Yeah, but back into the gravity well staff. Nice approach. Sprint attack, pretty important here on the approach to open things up.
Dad's talking about the strength of Asuka. Yeah, he seems pretty good. Standing on a standing on the gravity well, 2 cube walls and the quad laser coming across the screen. Yeah, he seems okay. Pretty pretty decent.
Yeah, I heard this character's pretty weak.
I think he's in a pretty good spot right now.
I think Asuka needs to be buffed or something because this character just doesn't win.
Oh my god. He said the bull
Give him
is
Exodia.
enormous, dude.
Give him
He needs Exodia.
Give him Wild Draw 4. Something, I don't know.
I feel like I already get Wild Draw forward, but we're gonna switch it up. The Lucy's gonna go away. We're gonna swap to the Elphelt, actually. Another rarity for us here.
Indeed. Look, Unity, kind of a weak pistol. You have other options. And Elphelt gonna show you each and every one. Nice throw. Oh my goodness, though. Macho not giving you a chance in hell to try to get that gold burst.
Oh my god, the Dark Magic attack lands perfectly. Down to the wire here is one more cube wall. 2 cube walls! Everything you could possibly ask for. It's right here in my notes. Drops the book on her. It's set point, dude.
When Asuka summons a card, this is his domain.
It actually, dude.
The gravity well applies a full spin on every cube sent into it. His opponents will be mixed without opportunity to defend.
Okay, big chance there. Oh no, but the sniper bullet only hits 1 cube? This match is
that's
unplayable.
crazy work. That should be different. All right, hold on though. We got the Rekka series to kick things off. Pine Berry, nice double overhead.
Oh, okay, here we go. Dynamite time.
Oof.
Okay, it is enough to break through. A big chance. All we need is a hit. You can get that 50 meter available. Potentially strap up one more time, and now the gold burst is going to put this into a dire position, even with the Bridal Express.
Tossed out here. Woo! The off-screen fireball pressure. Edel opening things up here. Watch it. This is going to be a dark wizard attack.
Ooh. 2D a touch too far. We do manage to find the jump in though. Here's your chance. Stuck in the corner.
Ooh. Yeah, I love this change that the dynamite belt does explode on Shatter. It's a hard knockdown here. And victory.
Damn, I mean, looking a little better than I thought it was. Maybe we just don't shoot the gun. I was gonna say, I saw Sniper hit 1 cube out of the 7 coming at her, and I was like, all right, this matchup is unplayable. There's not a chance. But I mean, getting the hits, getting into the Rekkas, using the Pineberry for the potential cross-ups there, the corner steals working out well. I see the vision when it comes to the mix-up here. It's just, how the hell do you get into the initial mix-up? How do you win the first interaction to get to play that that game?
So much of it, I think, is that initial knockdown in a bad hand to kind of help you out. But in the hands of Macho, it seems like no hand's too terrible. We can make do. Let's get the knockdown. Shotgun blast for restand. In this close range, it's going to be tricky for Edel to try to challenge back. Without the resources to survive, your best bet is honestly deflect shield, but at the range that we're at, that's not going to help you too much because this wave of kills is still going to deny it.
Tripling up on cubes one more time. Still has full resources here. Set point for Macho once again.
Oh, nice call out the burst. So hold on to this Rekka series. So we get caught low. See, this is where the overwhelming offense begins, right? Macho trying to make sense of this Rekka series from Edel. What? Wait for the slump to happen with a couple I love you signs? That's not even the taunt, that's just 5P.
Oh, and Ken had a decent idea there, try and close the distance. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out as we have full cubes on display. And this is where it gets dicey. You kind of have your pick of the litter when it comes to having that staff behind you.
Oh yes, the man throwing cubes. It gets dicey. Thanks, Proxy. I didn't notice.
RC got the hit. Okay, first a last chance, and that chance is immediately obliterated. Macho.
I ain't seen that many cubes since Warhammer 40K game, man. It's like TNS number 204. So here we go. Round start. Who gets that first hit? It's Jack. So whoever gets Jack gets the $17 Frosty Faustings voucher. Oh, it expired on the 1st of February.
Well, my bad. Oh, decent little escape. It's not going to work out here. The delay into the low is actually crucial. Forces the burst, and Jack is able to swing at the perfect timing to swing past the spells. It's Deus Ex. Get used to it.
SJS approach, of course. Stack with the K. Slash, and you take a dive here with a quick gunshot. Look at this respect that Jack is kind of giving right now. If Magician Girl not going to open up, Jack going to go for the throw RC. We get one more shatter here. Oh, with no shield at the last second. Yeah, we had shield up until we splatted against the wall.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, you take about 50 billion extra damage the second that mana is gone. One of the big drawbacks for the character here is now to burst to preserve the potential of the positive bonus. Jack already going to the roll mix-ups, which usually he reserves for the late game type of situation. That's usually his end game finishing the set touch.
Tap dust, extension. Slow-mo cube, but still able to interact with that 5K to deny some of that here. Jack very quick to interact by erasing some of these cubes with these normals. quick thinking here.
Oh, another quick tap as we run forward there. Was running low on focus, but at that point, the actual threat of the throw was just a bit too much. Happy Chaos's strike throw when the gun is out is actually just unparalleled. Like, what? It's so the amount of pressure this character puts out is unbelievable already. But the second, especially with curse applied, you're so cooked.
And it's crazy because I've never seen someone so cool, calm, and collected navigate Asuka cubes the way that Jack just did in that final sequence. Look at this. Just 5P, 6P, not my problem anymore. We saw Magician Girl just wreak havoc throughout this run on winner's side in top 24, and then suddenly Jack just smacks away these cubes like they're nothing.
Oh my god, and then the instant overhead with the rising connection. No shield is gonna put us in a world of pain. I think it actually is gonna be enough, and even if it's not, you have no mana, no spells. What can you even do?
Back dash away, stank applied. Hope you can survive this next chip series and you just got your mana back, but it wouldn't have mattered regardless. Perfect round for Jack. Peek interrupt. Watch it with the drip and quick double overhead. You're insane, Jack, with the quick maneuvering.
Oh. Begins the delay. Nice little poke, and now the resources. I was gonna say we're in a tight spot. That had to be a burst from Jack.
Yeah, left lingering there with that FD, so it's an opportunity to get up. Run with the throw. Dark crush. Nice.
Yeah, good generation of the mana there as well. Dropping the rules is now Jack just about all in at this point. Was trying to go for the guard break and had a chance, but the dust is a little too far.
There we go. At least getting a round up is Magician Girl. Shatter Zone. 6P erases all the green cubes.
Love that gold burst. No bullets left in the chamber now. Oh, the throw is going to change that though. Instead, we just keep it rolling. He's going to reload with the super instead. How he reload when he shoots all of his bullets, dude? Make sense. I know he's shooting into portals, and I know that like this whole world, it doesn't make sense. One character is a soul inside of a bed. I understand. Why does he shoot all of his bullets and it puts bullets back in his gun?
Because the guns are paradoxical. So if he drops his gun, it disappears. He just has another gun in his holster.
I don't like that.
You know, that's your complaint in the world of Magic?
Then why does he have to manually reload it?
Because it still exists. It has to cease to exist.
I don't like that.
There. Nice. Oh, nice block of the overhead here. Oh, and another instant block on that overhead. That's crazy. Jack with the 2P. Get that cube out of my face.
Oh my god, that is just the worst possible thing that can happen to you there. That cube completely nullifying the situation there. Ends up spending the burst to try and get away, but the JP finds the mark.
Nice. Build a little concentration. Oh, yeah, got the launcher there, backing off. Whoa, nice RC to save yourself.
I was gonna say near-death experiences. Unfortunately, we land, but we take aim the whole way. Jack's tracking is pretty good.
Interesting choice of song as you're getting blasted to oblivion here.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. I don't know. I love when the music doesn't fit. Okay, we're bouncing back here. A big chance for Magician Girl. Another opportunity. Be able to stay in this one. It's set point for Jack, but we're still alive. And okay, we continue to live.
Good roll. Quick 5-piece shatter. Let's have a couple bullets. Jesus Christ. Taking a steady aim to get all the cubes here. I could just counter zone. 3 bullets left. The low pickup. Last ditch effort on this burst. And had to use some of our own health to build up mana, and it's not going to be enough to save you as Magician Girl gets shattered into the final game of the set. A 3-0 victory for Jack on winners semis, now advancing to winners finals.
Crazy, right? Like stuff like that does not happen often in here. They're pretty good about those, keeping those.
Yeah, people who have died are just dead.
Yeah.
You know, nice with the run-up throw. Jacko this time around to start things off here, which seems much more reasonable than Giovanna because you have the set play. Here. What? The breakdance opener. I played that class in Yakuza. It's pretty good, actually.
Wasn't there a lore explanation for Zato, or am I just full trolling? It's okay if I'm full trolling. I actually don't.
There was a, like, Zato is dead, but, like, he's not.
Like, yeah, he's, like, technically dead, but, like, there's lore explanation. You're right. I might be. Maybe I'm tweaking. Where's Jobber? You need Jobbers. My most trusted source for Guilty Gear lore questions.
Secret. I've not watched the story of Guilty Gear Strive, so.
Oh my god. Dude, that's fine. Kind of going crazy here, dude. Everything is lining up together right now. The Jacko for him has absolutely been monstrous so far. As soon as I say that, unfortunately, it's going to get absolutely deleted from the game. Jacko is dead for real this time. Jesus. That's my bad.
Get out. The guard crush, though. Greg can still continue this pressure and does get the massive open against Classified, who forces the first.
Okay, just block on the attack man, still good as we make it to the corner. JD, doesn't matter how much you nerf, it's still gonna work out as we triple up on Behemoths to take the finish. Oh, for Classified, dude, I feel like we were just a little too careless with how we were throwing out the minions there. I think we were expecting Red to be a little more careless about how they handled the minions. Red was so controlled, calculated, 2P'd, completely destroying them. That's why I gotta be a little bit more careful about how they set those minions, I think, is step 1 here.
Yeah, it's so difficult to try to keep Goldlewis kind of locked down, especially with someone who's come across Jacko as often as RedIAmNot has, right? Quick 2P can kind of help out tremendously. Far Slash, also great tool to deny minions. Yeah, but look how quickly we're shielding, and you put them in such a precarious position that Typhoon able to just eradicate a minion placement. Watch it. Yeah, that quick set, like you called, still gonna be that Behemoth counter hit. Crush again. Jeez, what a 2D. Pick up there with the 2K as well. Launching. Let the 5K interrupt right there. Like, if you come anywhere near here, you're going to get blown up.
Oh my god. I know we said it earlier, but how can you not at least get a giggle out of this character, man? Same side, nice block. Unfortunately, gets caught by the Behemoth, and that might be the end of your life. Luckily, you get wall broken to get to stand up one more time.
Into what? Into my death? Get blended into another coffin? But I'm not. very close to victory, but Classified has something to say about it. Couple kicks into the wall. Woo! Let's back off. Nice low. We're bursting. Red has had enough and trying to set up the laser. Yeah, good luck trying to block that.
Let's say at that point, that's always the worst possible feeling too, is when you get sent full screen and you see him go up and touch the glasses. Just
Tanya, drop the hammer.
actually burning it down the way that he knows that he has to. 2 games already in their favor, and I'm not looking good as ever as Classified. Still trying to do their best to fight through. Okay, the mounts are 2D. I like that.
Good IV, but still going to steal the turn as Classified. Nice. You see how quick that 2P is, though? It's taking out 2 minions. It just really soils the plans for Classified there. Big swing. Ambitious, though.
But, I mean, that's okay. Hold on, things a little bit dire here as the attack command twice in a row finds the low and does open it up. I was going to say, as long as Goldlewis has some amount of life, it's an even game.
Nice shot, I would say, but the Behemoth just in the nick of time to shut down the minion. Launch here, Thunderbird set up. YRC looking so quick to reverse with 2P. And try to sneak in with the far slash. Look out, again, you called it earlier, just RedIAmNot navigating minion toss. Just removes all the gameplay that makes this really work out for Classified here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this character, not quite the most agile, but you know, he moves. Blocks there. This time the minion's getting a little bit the better of us here. 2P is able to answer early, as well as the shot to stop the summon.
Nice, got the 6P. Oh, the someone get burst away. Good minion toss, avoids the Skyfish actually. What a swing. There's no way someone that large should be able to move in such a way. Breaks the laws of physics.
Oh my god, the jump over. No, you're cornered. All of a sudden, things are terrible. Classified, it couldn't be worse. Had full control of the situation, and all of a sudden is at a pixel of life.
Nice. Slow things down with the RC. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Normal? It's a wrap. It's like, it is a super wrap, dude.
Oh. Put you on nice start. He's round start here. Overhead with the 6H. $25 for Ghost Llama 5,000. Putting us at $214.75 in the match arena. We're so close to getting 300. Just about like $85 change away.
Thanks for being able to read those numbers. One of us has to be able to do it. We have to have one of us on here that can actually read the numbers. Very nice. Macho is going to be able to break the wall here. Jealousy, 0 jealousy. I'm looking very secure right now, which is not the best look for her. She needs, yeah, you got to get a little crazy. Let's get it.
Asuka still coming out on top seat. Once you get that space away from A.B.A, it's so tricky for her to try to close that gap once again when you're outside of Jealous range. Now, in range, it's easier, but you have to worry about the approach of those cubes. Nice guard point, but you're going to teleport from Macho for a quick throw. Mr. Phelan, a lot of folks actually have a galaxy in their pocket, if you know what I mean.
Nice burst. And okay, we're going to try and steal the turn. Here we go, an opportunity. And delays. Was expecting YRC burst, something of the like. Macho with the delay ends up perfectly timing their defensive mechanic to now put Pearl in just maybe an unwinnable spot. We got 2 cue balls and a dream behind us.
Yeah, with the launch there. Oh, missed the conversion. Minor opportunity there. We do get the heavy slash. Nice pickup into Jealous Rage state. This is doable for Pearl. Nice backdash, but the cube trade does work out in favor of Macho here, unfortunately. Not enough health to take another trade there. But that was a terrifying moment there. That was certainly doable for pearlbot. But Macho was ready to take that trade.
I was gonna say those things just get a little bit out of hand. Not much you can do again on either side. Both these characters, once the snowball gets rolling, it's extremely difficult to find your footing and be able to fight back. As we've seen it much more on that man's side so far, at least. We'll see if the Jealous duo can potentially make a comeback here. As Pearl with a perfect round start dashes up anti-airs. Unfortunately, gets caught out afterwards after the burst.
Oh, gravity drops. A couple shotgun blasts. It's like cycle some cards. Another wild assault set up here. Nice cross up.
Oh my god, super for super, bar for bar, jealousy activated, but can't get anything off of it. Once again, it's a bit of a reshuffle here. Oh no, and the dark magic attack, that will not quite do it. I thought maybe it was gonna have a chance. And now Squire can make the groom.
See a single touch on either side. It's trickier here for Pearl. Yeah, you kind of resign yourself to your fate when you see those waves pulling through. There is the dash install, but because of the cards we were using, we weren't going to low profile all of them, so your next option would try to use a normal on top of them, like a 5P, but nice heavy coming from Pearl. Crossed up.
Oh my god, the perfect spacing ends up working out. Burst to try and keep momentum and keep the corner. 50 meter, but no jealousy once again. Here we are finally finding a couple touches.
Bridget there, nice approach. Chase with the 2S. Try to call out a quick instant air dash. Throws it up against the corner here with the shatter coming up with a hard knockdown.
Dagger spot for Throwbot here. Have to make a big play at some point. The dash up and drops the orb on her. Oh my god, it's painful.
I got this. Yeah.
Oh, dude, what can be done? The distance closed, unfortunately, gets bopped on the top of the head. It's 2 games straight for Macho and that man. Asuka continuing to look so good. Pearlbot, though, there's signs of life and definitely some opportunities to potentially get these open ups here, but Macho's defense has been standout.
That's the problem here as we try to open things up against Macho. And Macho, I feel like at this point, if you're still playing Asuka, you've been caught in a lot of bad scenarios and have a solid foundation of how to push the opponent away with the cards that you have available to you. And Macho's so quick to go for like quick teleports or even just guard out against some pressures that, woof, that A.B.A normally showcases. The 5P gonna get absolutely devoured by the water balls. Draw to pull through another double wave here for throw.
I was gonna say threads the needle for the throw. This time tries to bait it out with the shimmy. Smart on Pearlbot's side. Take the throw in a spot like that. As unfortunately now full jealousy, but no way to access it.
Fine here. Tap dust opens things. Watch it. The close slash misses entirely. Reset for throw. Jealous Rage activated. Donzai for the crush. But a clash, tried to 6-speed through, not going to work out with that immediate burst from Pearl. She wants this bad.
It's definitely the correct decision here. Got to keep momentum, got to keep that pressure up. That burst to keep the corners absolutely the correct call, and it's starting to pay off. Oh my god, and just like that, all the resources are well worth it. Asuka in the corner below half mana, it is worth your burst 100% if you have the confidence in your mix up there.
Positive bonus, what we can do here. Shotgun blast. Full stock on cards. Jeez, beautiful heavy, but immediate burst. Rapid fire cubes. Let's get the redraw. Approach. Actually setting up the down on super here. All right, this gets scary, but 6P on the approach. Macho gonna seal around.
Okay, has early burst for this one potentially here. 5K wins the whiff punish as well as the connection with the wild assault. Here we go, full gauge.
Airborne, so we're gonna hold the block. Ooh, could have gone for a side swap there, and a little misspacing. Macho able to steal the turn with a quick 2P. Ooh, still got caught with the tap dust. More though. Pearlbot in trouble with another teleport. Bursting. Has so far to go, but actually good armor point. Blocking out with the tap dust. Wild assault. Should finish the job here in Macho. Oh no, actually. I thought we'd spend super on that sequence, but held on to it.
Oh no, that might be a game-losing decision, but the 2P presses just perfectly able to save themselves. Way to advocate in just the worst spot. Because it was the, dude, this was the testament bracket where it's Fubuki Idom. Yeah, no, this was a good one. Ah, dude, my bad. That was a good bracket too.
Sasuke getting sauced up by Happy Chaos though. Hazen, hold on. Backing off though. Trying to open things up a little bit of a shimmy. Sasuke just stoic, not moving.
Yep, take your chance here though. I was gonna say, while the concentration is low, unfortunately there, dude, if I 2.0, I need to never see 2S with gunshot ever again, okay? Sorry, I'm going mask off on the commentary today. I gotta not see that again. It hurts, bro.
There's a lot that we're hoping for in this patch, I'm sure.
Okay, not gonna find there. I love the rising JP. Good idea. Doesn't quite work out, and he's better of it right on the other side.
Close slashes. Plus.
Oh, Minty, listen, hold on. Tampa not that bad. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Since when are we the Shadow Realm, dude? You pick like the one good city in Florida.
I mean,
why does that mean pick the one good city?
Proxy is Florida.
Florida sucks, but Tampa's pretty cool. Come on, man.
Yeah, and where's Tampa?
Yeah. Nice avoidance of the curse. Unfortunately, can't avoid it forever. A quick little shot. Hazen, good stuff.
Duelist, is Orlando great, or do you like Orlando because it's got Disney World?
Asking the real quick. You know what's messed up too is Disney's not even in Orlando.
See, literally just said Universal too.
It's in Kissimmee next to it.
So right, so right.
They don't even got Orlando. They don't even got Disney.
They flipped it immediately. Yeah, you know, Universal's there. That's great. Super. You got a theme park that's eradicating your infrastructure. Congratulations. Oh man, we get hit with just bad storms, but at least we got Universal anyway.
Ooh, clean connection on the low. Love the dash as we pull the gun as well. Deus Ex.
Curse applied. Whoa. Did you try to reach against Happy Chaos? What were you thinking?
Say, not my problem. Finished it up halfway to victory now, game in around 6P, and tries to close the distance, but on the throw, gonna be a bit of a stutter.
It's because Goldlewis keeps entering and leaving. He's just too big. Stop it. Shots here, 5K in the wall.
Kissimmee, who cares? Tomato. Settle down. Happy. Nice shot. Finding it again. 2 games on the board here for the Happy Chaos hero. He's doing a great job making sure that, I mean, Sid is never getting started.
No, that's the problem, is that Sid has not been able to start. We've been interrupted on our approaches every time from Hazen here with this 2-0 lead. Chat, you got to give Proxy some slack here. Proxy just wants to get kissed, that's all. All right.
Dude, it doesn't even, y'all don't even know.
I got you, buddy. Don't worry. It's okay.
I don't even know that was a real place until I said it.
Duel 1.
Now everybody's all of a sudden an expert. Y'all an expert all of a sudden? I hate y'all.
Suddenly you know how to pronounce words.
Clean connection once again. Take the shot, but there's the burst. Make some space for yourself and back to the mid-screen.
Watch it here. Launch. Watch it here. Yeah. Gonna go for the Goomba Stomp. RC, 5K to lift off. It's looking like a bad route for SauceQue.
Oh my god, yeah, me going about as good as bad as it possibly could.
No.
Oh. Jesus, dude. Set point.
Clone to make sure you can't close the gap with an elk hunt. Nothing. It's just hold the position. We do get an FD. Trying to get some space away from SauceQue, who finally gets a good corner position, but still gets called out for 2K.
Finally gets fed up, DP into dust. Okay, respect.
Oh, massive counter hit. Whoop stomp.
Doesn't quite kill, which is a bit scary, especially with the punish. Oh no, it might happen. No, dude.
Great reaction coming from Hazen. If anything, you're building up resources, which you already have for next round anyways in terms of burst, but trying to steal this round here potentially.
Oh, yeah, I mean, this is a terrible position
Ah!
now. RTL is going to be the one last chance.
Ah!
Cancels it.
What?
Pushes him. No shot.
He did not just push away the RTL. No. No. Stay away. Back.
We're ready. It's finally time for geometry class.
Or I can't believe this battle is going down.
Oh my god, we love casting spells. It's getting evil. Quick little tutor, continuing the pressure here. Stuck in the corner. There's just no chance to fight back. Oh, and there's the wall break.
What a 2S. Quick anti-air, don't want to jump in. Yo, we are just dueling.
This is the best mirror, dude.
This is a fighting with game cues with the handles. You better watch it, Vixie. Those things are dangerous.
Oh no, dropping the rules one more time. A reshuffle as well as a dark magic attack, and it's positive bonus here. Oh my god, 2D into cube. Tries to go for the orb afterwards. 2D in response.
Good flash and find there. Nice 2P interrupts. Do what you can. Magician Girl, though, with this life lead, is low on cards, low on mana. Macho tries to cycle some health for extra mana. Let's open things up. Does get the low with no shield on the side of Magician Girl. This is a big opportunity for Macho to get the open. You drew in the face of danger, and there's the throw.
Oh my god, that was on the most magic of magic pixels of all time. Quick answer and response though. 2Ds continuing to absolutely, 2Ds are paying our rent right now on both sides.
I mean, look at the 2P coming from Magician Girl to remove some of those cube waves coming from Macho, making them null and void.
Oh no. Oh no. And it's just not getting better. Macho.
No, it's not.
Hell.
Ah!
Dude,
you know what?
Optimal, take the wall break.
Exactly. I was literally going to say the same thing. I was like, push to come to shove. I got enough help to sacrifice at least a wall break. I want out.
Low key, it's optimal to take the wall break.
Oh, nice low. Just in the nick of time before we got called out by the orb.
Ooh, but the air to air ends up going their way. Okay, very nice. Magician Girl, she's back in business here. Definitely has been setting the tempo for more of the set so far. Has been able to establish themselves that like 1 character length range where you're able to just rip spells for an eternity. That has been Magician Girl's home so far.
See if we can try to settle in and fire off a few more spells.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Electrifying right now. Try to interrupt with 2P, but a little bit too far away from Macho there. Great erasure of these Qs, these 5Ps.
Full recharge of mana. The dark magic attack comes through. A little bit of a tough spot here, Macho. An opportunity to continue the pressure here, charging mana wherever we can. 2Ds twice in a row. That'll do it.
Actually, a much better hand at the side of Macho than the round start for Magician Girl. They have a couple shotgun blasts, guard crush, bursting to hold the corner. Oh, actually, a couple 4 and 5 waves now at this point.
Somebody just asked, by the way, about patch notes. Yeah, if you're watching this live, in exactly 24 hours, you'll have patch notes, okay? That's actually the time, I think.
A battle of the cubes, and we have a gravity well to keep you locked in the sky for a good 3 seconds.
Oh, and it's just not getting better here. Cube wall continues to pour out, gets the hit, and that's the finish. Macho with a quick answer of their own. It's 1-1. This is going the distance.
One game apiece as we step back into the arena. See what kind of play we can pull off on this one. What's crazy about the round start is just so much of it is RNG, and that you have to hope that you pull the right draw to kick things off. And how quickly you can get to your optimal hand here. Shotgun blast round start is a pretty good round start for Asuka, honestly. What a burst. Unfortunately, going to get devoured.
Oh my god, the reshuffles, everything in between. Tries to risk it on the overhead, but unfortunately gets a touch too close. The 2D on the opposite side. Magician Girl back and forth. This is the spirit of Strive.
Look how many overclocks are happening, actually. All right, gravity well. That space is just null and void. At this point, actually, Magician Girl doing the smart thing. You cannot interact with me in this space unless you have a teleport, so I'm going to spend this time to refund my cards and stock up a good hand. That was great use of your space and time, but unfortunately, Macho was still able to clutch out around and close that gap before we were prepared. pushed out again. The teleport quick to backdash though is Macho. We need mana. That's going to be big. Yeah, look at the health draw of Magician Girl. She had to sacrifice so much to try to stay at least competitive in this round, but at a life deficit now. Couple refunds on health, build up mana. Macho's looking great.
Dude, and the tutors back and forth. That was looking for the 2D with the cube to follow up. Guard crush into the low. 2D has been the premier button for both players. Again, at the perfect spacings here, as you see even there, trying to threaten something out.
Uh-oh. Yeah, with no shield, no mana. That's Macho. And yeah, honestly, that was a lot of just Magician Girl's own demise. While the correct decision to try to rebuild on resources, it's how we got there in the first place, right? Our back against the wall. We don't have opportunity to challenge against Macho, who keeps just cycling really good card options to keep Magician Girl in that corner position.
And this is a matchup where truly, I mean, you touched on a little bit, but like truly luck is like, this is the most luck factored matchup probably in the game. Because if your opponent, even if you have the advantage, if you just start to draw a poor hand and your opponent starts to get some kind of fight back and they have like a cube wall followed by like any of the stabs, like things get dicey instantaneously. There's just no way for you to be able to restabilize.
RC. And take advantage of this as much as we can with no mana here. I'd be shocked if Macho, yeah, Macho rocking a hard place there. You could try to sacrifice some health there to rebuild mana for shield, but at what cost at that point? See if you can try to survive the neutral instead. Look at this, water cubes across the board here for Macho.
Okay, keep dropping the rules, ends up going in with the burst timing. Macho charges up a bit of mana, but drops the actual knockdown. Doesn't matter. This girl, she gets caught in the air. Here's the tutor.
See if we can build up these levels on these waves, right? On level 3, 6P. Trying to erase some cubes. We're going to fire off a little bit early. Have a teleport on deck here for Macho. There's a mix opportunity on the way. Cube set up. There it is. One more teleport. Does get that 6P. It's a full conversion. Should be able to take the round and does.
Got a piece. Crucial moment here. Macho with the 2D attempt. Cast spelled early though. It's a good call on the opposite side. Magician Girl now trying to press that advantage a bit.
See out. Ooh. Off the wall. Great conversion here for Magician Girl. She's looking low on resources, but so is Macho. So it's going to be a battle of attrition that Macho ends up losing thanks to this throw. He burst away.
Yeah, the no mana, I think, is just what's going to seal the deal here. Finally, he's going to have one more chance. He's going to need to press at some point, and the YRC makes just enough space. It catches the teleport.
Oh! This could throw. Shield does help out. Dragonfly 78 with a $67 contribution to the match. Pushing us well over the $300 tier, which does mean that we have a full top 4 payout. It's a little incentive. Whoever wins this set is in the money.
Yeah, I was going to say, being right on the cusp of it here is, of course, this matchup has to go to the game 5. I love it. It's perfect.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
First match of the night going beyond a 3-0, at least on the top 8 side. We'll try to devour that cube with the punch, but not going to work out. Could try to jab out cube. That's all right, though. Oof. What a 6H. No mana available. And a teleport to support it here. But Macho's actually out of any additional resources in terms of special cards. We'll have to go for regular Gatling options. Still got the kill for it.
Like I said, the mix-up options. Just getting a bit tired in the later stages there. 2D sweep of the legs, priority on the cubes. We try to go for the mix-up, recognize we were a little bit behind, and didn't have much to be able to pressure, so you've got to try and keep this on. Magician Girl gets away, things are gonna get really bad.
A great round start for Macho here with that mana refund. We're able to keep firing off these spells. The gravity wells keep you blocking. All right, and same thing. I suspect Magician Girl, yeah, she's gonna try to draw some of these cards here and just ensure that we're not gonna get caught by cubes. Still got absorbed into it. The idea in that scenario is try to outlast the resources, yet still Macho getting the correct card to open up against Magician Girl, unfortunately, will be her demise as Macho succeeds with a 3-2 on what appears to be like a nigh impossible solution to get out of. Again, I tell you, Magician Girl, she had the right idea in that corner position to cycle through. Like, I need literally anything to get out of here. Teleport would be really cool. Giovanna is like a character that I would love to play against Epic Chaos. Out of all the characters, like, this is a character that can really chase down against Epic Chaos. Not necessarily make the matchup easier, but it's the linear approach that makes it a little more viable for you to do.
So far, still looking a bit tough here. Does manage to get the dash in and apply some amount of pressure, and the 2D catch the backdash as well. So, I mean, we are able to keep the ball rolling at least here in the corner. Only one bullet in the chamber left over. Ooh, quick throw and a reload after the RC. Didn't have anything to follow it up. Here it is for the Deus Ex. Gonna be very, very close. I think it will be enough. Yeah, no meter as well as getting to the corner.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Drill for plus frames, dash up for throw. Stand up for me if it could. There's another one. Oh, I'm surprised. I thought we'd get a DP there. Air-to-air action. DP wouldn't have got that anti-air. Still could have been blocked out, but pushed right back into the corner. I think we just wanted to maintain our turn as opposed to losing it. Whoa, nice heavy. And remember with the change, if you're sitting right on top of clone, you can still get caught.
Again, as the wall stick does come through, about to be put all in, classified with a big guess right ahead of themselves.
Oh my
as
God.
Immediately, it's just a connection, no frills, no kind of weird mix-up required. It's just meaty. Worked out well. He's in one game up now.
I mean, yeah, classified with the Renedion, the approach is just, sometimes things do start to snowball in Happy Chaos's favor. That's the big downside of this matchup, honestly. It has a better approach of being able to dash block pretty well, but once Happy Chaos removes your burst opportunity, removes your defensive options, it becomes a nightmare to get your turn back. $5 contribution from the Rocket. Thank you so very much. Greatly appreciate it. Rocket jumper. Quite enough to get the shatter, but the 2K, the 2 and 4K certainly will be.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
I mean, it just gets beat to the spot. That's just kind of the nature of the beast when it comes to Giovanna, and trying to utilize this dash to close distance.
There's shatter here. Low on concentration, so the close range game plan will be kind of important here. Just to build up, and ooh, the quick draw. I thought for sure we'd be able to get that super cancel right after, but likely not enough time. Still get the launcher here. 2H side swamp. Oh my goodness, a burst?
Even at the timing too on the jump, I thought for sure we were going to be able to bait it.
It seemed like we were building up to it, but still, don't forget the additional damage output that we get with the meter, which actually was able to RC from that. So Classified, putting up a game. Good play.
Interested to see how much more aggressive we'll try to be for classified here, because I think foot on the gas is definitely the right way to play this here. Hazen's doing a good job of being able to stop sign some of these approaches, be able to beat the spot decently well, like with 2S and stuff like that, as you can see right there. But I don't know. Maybe the whiff punish the more whiff punishy style might be what works out here for classified.
Slash. Stagger 6K. No concentration. That's something to watch out for, though. There's been a few blunders in terms of resource management on the side of Hazen there. Nice with the heavy DP to launch. Take that extra damage here with the super. Not even needing it. The 5P is enough to close the deal.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Okay, side swap, back to the wall. Doesn't quite do enough damage to actually go for the break, but that might be optimal here as the just block tries to make space. And unfortunately, Classified able to stall in the air just at the perfect timing here.
Bursts away. Watch it, the drift. Yeah, very scary approach here with that low 2K. He staggers. Does have super. With that 50% tension is enough for Giovanna to survive. It sure is.
Ooh, with Kreutz applied, though, I think that might just be GG, at least for the round here. Goes for the backdash, especially with first ball. And I thought for sure we had a whiff punish.
Yeah. I saw her back. I thought, oh no, that's a heavy, but not able to pick it up here. Oh, what a 2K. Can't really hit that range. Hard knockdown here. Hazen, substantial lead with this positive bonus, certainly going to help things. Tap, dust. Hard scenario, but we do get that final burst for Classified and avoids the curse. Man, I thought with air throw would be a problem, but we do get lift off.
Ooh, okay. He just connects cleanly on the jump in there. As well as the heavy. Hazen just tries to mash something, gets kicked in the face for it. Absolutely deleted on the 2-1 now.
Oh man, Classified winning by the skin of their teeth is a terrifying sight to see.
Duel 1.
Game number 4.
Let's rock.
Not able to quite convert, but I'll take the 5K to close slash. Missed the wall bounce, actually. That's a certainly doable route. Just a little bit low for the drill to pick up there. That hard knockdown again. Huge life lead for Hazen once more, just turning the tide. Oh.
Same old song, same old dance. One more time. Still alive, though. Has burst as well. That's why probably not going to try and fight for the round too hard here. YRC, definitely the last resources I think we'll spend. Unless.
Ooh. Yeah, drill, backdashing towards the wall. If you were a little bit closer, we could have gotten that wall bounce there. It would have been beneficial for Classify, but Hazen, quick conversion to kill. Oh, it's so tricky to try to anti-air the JS coming from having chaos. More often if it's that deep, like 60, it's so risky to do. The start off a little bit slower on that. preemptive 6P is certainly helpful against Happy. Watch the drip, good block, but the Goomba stopped the follow-up there. Good jump. Good counter hit there. Drill at max range, there's no 6P. Classified. Risky business with these drills here, and Hazen, if Hazen doesn't know, we take that. Unfortunately, gonna get the splatter.
2-2. Ooh, that does not work.
Yo, Classified holding up for the longest time with the 5P, the second fastest button in the game. You don't have meter to back this up. We still got the reversal. Nice play. Oh, quite the 2S there coming from Hazen. Goomba stopped to pick up. No way, 3 lows is insane.
Oh, dude, the dust finally finds a home. It's so evil. And again, dude. Oh, no.
And the roll opening things up. Not a finish yet. Tap dust and not able to finish yet again. Don't get Classified opportunities. It's a tall mountain to climb. Final burst available for Hazen. And there it goes. Needs a single shot to 6S. Not going to work. Quite the 2K. Backing off. Almost got the beneficial counter hit, but the trade stops Classified from turning the tide. That would have been massive if we would have gotten away with that far-reaching heavy slash. But unfortunately, Hazen sneaking in there. I think it was a 2K that made the trade happen.
Yeah, just barely. Again, that's the key to victory, it seems. Being able to just, at minimum, meet them at the spot there. The trade, absolute perfection to stop that big movement options coming out from Classified here. 2-2 and down to the wire. Top 4, a battle to be able to be in the money here.
Flip 2S though. Nice chase down with the 6S, burst away Classified. That's the defense option down and out. You gotta throw things off here with that hip fire. Nice drill. Actually, with no concentration, that was a great drill because it was gonna require that Hazen had to put away the gun, do a little concentrating themselves. Classified still gonna get picked up.
Five piece to break through here and now. Nothing but delay, it seems, until the 2S finds the mark. No more time for delays here. It's set point, but on the opposite side this time, Classified falling a bit behind.
Yeah, backdashing away for the 2K. Oh no, very unfortunate that burst. All right, no bullets. But that's the unfortunate thing. Once you open up, you give resources to Hazen there. 3 bullets in the chamber. Wake up drill. I'll miss the 5P. With all the tension on the side of Hazen. Looking like a dire straits scenario as Classified has one last opportunity. Will potentially get one more burst, but Hazen looking to play the distance game here. Goal burst away.
Meter. Oh my god, it just, yeah, it spams it out. That's all you need. At some point, Classified's gonna have to go past the line in the sand, and there's a 2K waiting. Put you on game. Me and Jobber have talked about this a bunch on stream, okay? Here's me and Jobber's pitch if Arxis is listening, okay? Zappa with a Cliff Ghost.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
That's what we need. That's the truth of the matter.
Backing off though. Jack and RedIAmNot for winners finals. Tail as old as time.
Yeah, replace his route. See? I get it.
Can't believe we don't have Koom Hyun yet. Or Raven. Or Answer. Oh, come on.
Oh my god, the headbutt, the stifle, the jump attempt, Jack with quick reload and taking a couple shots. Instead, it's the dash up with the tap dust. What a save.
5K. toss up though. 5K pull up. All right, do get the launcher of Red RC. Last ditch effort if Red wants to burst and does. Oh, jeez, ran into the gunshot.
And how do you even close the distance from here? Still just getting absolutely mauled out with the gunshots. And with that throw, that will certainly be enough. First game in favor of Jack.
Man.
Gamers, I don't want Raven, but only just because of shoutouts to for anybody that does not know, Prince Jobber, who lives in Tampa, Florida. Fantastic, extremely strong Raven player in Rev 2. A bastard. I hate that guy. That character is annoying as hell. Just because my region was terrorized, and maybe that's why I don't like Jam, because our two best players in this region are a Jam and a Raven, huh? That might just explain it. Shout Seareed and Prince Jobber. Two goats.
And now it's spread across the globe, right? Because now you get to see Happy Chaos and Goldlewis in quote unquote your local.
Fair.
Every day.
Hey, that's my secret though. I'm messing with nice little shot. Just grinding down the health bar there as we try to just block and build as much as we can out of it.
Cool. Bro, great spot to be right now for RedIAmNot. And we're immediately trying to close the gap. But the BRC to get the punish and side swap. Oh, but not enough. Full screen position here. Still have to chase down a few hip shots.
Nice situation here despite being up around. Up on the resource as well as now Jack. Jump in, the double overhead. Situation dealt with really well so far for Red.
Ooh. JD. Jesus. Crush again though. Nice backing off the far slash. Get the roll through. 5K launch here. Round up. It's Jack. Evens things out. It's a bit ahead on resources. JH all right though. Nice early pickup.
Poke from the purple spacing, pulls out the gun one more time, and that last little shot, the routing is so sick.
Two Ps. Yeah, very quick conversion just to get this positive bonus. Wants to maintain this offensive superiority.
Perfect time. The IBFD continues to buy room. Red making so many good defensive decisions, but the RC covers us. It's for the early portion.
Maximum range there. Wild Assault for Guard Crush just to get the side swap. What a 2P in Red. Gonna put you right back in the corner. Has super.
Oh no, but we're still alive here. Jack has a very good chance. Now might need to use the RC to reposition. Instead uses it for the hop over. No bullets.
Remember, Proxy is Jack. Jack doesn't need but one bullet. Oh
my god! The big man can move. Dashes past the crosshair and just barely finds the touch.
Unfortunately, gun drawn. I feel like if we would have had that prepped, could have done a JS. Would have worked out tremendously there. But unfortunately, with the gun draw, I sacrifice a few things.
What an evil way for the round to end. Jesus Christ.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Push there, couldn't quite find it. Behemoth after Behemoth, looking for the chip.
All right, so gonna get that corner carry off the 6K. The 2K. Red trying to close out a round with the full screen Skyfish.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Reset the draw at the ready.
Bounce back, that's crucial. Macho going for the roll through here soon.
Yeah.
At least for now, it's stuck in the corner. No reason to spend it too hard. Threaten while you can, while you're building up your focus.
Drift to sneak up and get the throw so we don't get caught by the Typhoon. Shatter finish. Going into this next round of burst is a great call from RedIAmNot. Unfortunately, we crossed the threshold where it's too little too late to try to go for the burst. You may as well save it, especially against a character like Happy Chaos. JD with the guard crush again. And burst just to make sure we don't lose this corner.
Boy. Close the distance just in time. Quick little reload. Couple more in the chambers. The tap dust always finds its man. It's just too good. The quick conversion and the meter spend. Focus is at an all-time low though, so we're gonna have to be a little creative. And it's back. Never mind. Comes back so fast.
Quick concentration there. The approach. Oh no, the 2D! Oh, took forever. I thought we at least get a gunshot just instead. J2K. Bouncing right back on the other side here. 2-1 lead for Jack right now in this winner's finals.
I was gonna say, I mean, Jack doing a good job just staying rallied, not letting things go too far out of the way, doing a good job of managing the resources here, despite honestly being on a razor's edge with them. Has lost full concentration as well as been caught in situations with one bullet a couple times now. It's kind of like you said, I mean, we're so good with our normals and our defense holds up well enough to where even if the resources get a bit sketchy, we're still usually good to go.
Exactly. Straight out, far slash is our opener. Nice, actually close enough for throw. Great recognition for Jack. Curse applied. He's getting a gunshot, but still got opened up. That's unfortunate because he can't block with gun draw. What a 5B. Shattering a positive bonus again. Ooh, it interrupts Skyfish with a jumping gunshot.
Yeah, pulled his gun, but unfortunately at a bad timing for Goldlewis. RedIAmNot. They still got a chance here. It's unfortunately that quick little stomp gonna make things much, much worse. Looping the pressure again and again. They've got one more opportunity in the round. The most throwable amount of life I've ever seen.
Hey, we'll see. Red certainly capable of a comeback here with Goldlewis. This is the 2K pickup. What a backdash into Blur. That opens things up for Jack to steal a round. Backdash swing. Big swing. My God.
Oh. Yep, I was gonna say security cancel straight in and catches the low. It's an opportunity where you set up for the you line up the perfect fuzzy like the most gourmet, like 2 Michelin star fuzzy, and you just go low. It's so sick.
Turn around here for red. 2-all. Competition continues to get tight here. TNS number 204.
Duel 1.
Crazy to think we've got this one. Back in again. Here we go. Anti-air. Okay, hold on.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Soul's got that.
Got a couple questions here. One of them is about 5K. Is now it's a couple quick shots. The curse is applied. Full reload at the full screen.
Whoa, back throw? Uh-oh. Let me correct this, please. Or could I use the far slash and tried to wild assault there? Very unfortunate because we got nothing for it. We just stripped away a bit of burst for ourselves.
Ooh, and finally going to the roll through. Like I said, it's usually something that we throw out in the later stages of the sets to try and use. It's the final piece of the kitchen sink that we toss at them.
All right, I'll back off here. Deflect shield. Good respect to the space from Jack. With that positive bonus, we can FD all day. There was no resources wasted, only time.
Just like that, high-low doesn't quite find the mark, but finally we do get there. A low open up, and then a game 5. Jack is able to secure the victory, secure that first spot in grand finals to the winner's side, as he has done so many times.
Maybe that is potentially what we're seeing with those portal shots that we saw. That maybe, you know, take aim is not quite the same tool that it was before.
We're gonna do like bouncing gunshots, like Elphelt, instead of actually putting the reticle on him. I'm down.
Right. Like, oh, well, I did the heavy version, but I held this button this direction. It comes from this angle, as opposed to this other one.
So cue wall behind. Here we go with the tutor.
Yeah, as we saw in that matchup between Jack and Magician Girl, it's important for MjKurase to just erase a lot of these cubes. 5P, 2S is also great tools to do so. But Macho seems to be this overwhelming presence in the corner position.
I mean, that's just awesome special, right? You stand right at the tip of 2D and just unleash every spell in the spell book. As you can see, we're about to get a perfect showing of that. It's like gold burst gets ripped by Macho.
No, I heard the shield go down. Drawing some health to pull up some mana here. See to push away some of these cubes out here, and the gravity well behind you. Oh, this is just endless. You're gonna get burst eventually, but the damage is already done.
Say puts you into a situation where now he'll have to guess. Great use of the 2S to clear some of the cubes. Hazen showing off. I think definitely an underutilized portion of this matchup here is being able to clear out the cubes with certain from certain ranges, depending on what your character can do. Because as you saw, did the 2S, knocked out those 2 cubes that were right in front of them, and then was able to take a gunshot afterwards. It didn't pay off in the end, but it's good to see that that's on the table, that we're willing to be brave and challenge in those spots where we're able to.
Exactly. I think that's important. A lot of folks, I feel like, in a matchup against Asuka, just kind of get overwhelmed by how many cubes are out there, and rightfully so, but also you have to really think about the opportunity and being able to erase them with those normals. That is a massive counterplay option against Asuka. What a call on first from Hazen.
Yep, straight into the wall with you. No shatter, though.
Oof. Okay, quite the 6P.
quick Deus Ex just because. Back in it now
Ooh.
as we land and swing RC to guarantee our safety on the combo here, but I thought we got away. Macho, it drops and still gets hit.
All the guns just appearing and he's dropping all of them. That's the paradoxical gun right there. Oh, nice. Counter hit. Got 5K. Nice swat at the cubes. Macho's still gonna get that knockdown. Good block on the overhead from Hazen.
Now again at that spacing, 2S clearing things out, does manage to take the shot, and again this one actually fully connects, but didn't have the resources to convert it.
We'll convert this one here with the Deus Ex. Super, it's enough, it is. Your shield cannot save you.
I was gonna say, no way to really protect yourself in the moment. You just kind of have to let it happen. You hate to see it, but sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. It's a painful feeling.
Sometimes you just get guilty geared and you gotta roll with it.
Yes. That's a tough reality of recent situations.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
And again, JP actually does make a stop. Attempts to catch forward, as well as the cross up normal as we land. Absolute perfection. Unfortunately, the cube isn't able to fully connect, but we still keep pressure.
Nice actually delay on the approach. Remembering that 2S could wipe out cubes. And it's also a great low button. Oh, the teleport. It would have been absolutely dastardly if Hazen got an air throw in that moment.
And at that point, things had pretty much just gone completely out of the way. Macho managed to draw Exodia at that point, reload as well as mana.
Strong lead for Macho here. Maintain this control. Very little hope for Hazen to try to turn it around. Macho would basically have to blunder this hand.
Well, honestly, I was going to say that was kind of a hand that would solitaire itself at that point. Really had drawn everything they had possibly needed. And on the redraw, things I think still would have been just a little bit out of their control, man.
2-1 lead for Macho.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Again, it's
Whoa, far slash is the start.
okay, maybe it would have beaten RTL, okay? Maybe it would have. I'm taking it back. Maybe that would have beaten RTL too.
There's some hope out there that it would have. All right, so as you were saying, we got to weaken the normals of having gas.
Hey, for now, listen, I mean, did manage to win the opening battle, but not looking to win the war here as, oh, the low connects. Back throw in response, though.
Oh, it's back-to-back a couple card draws, and Hazen having trouble trying to navigate this matchup. For a throw. Oh my goodness, this hand was actually sick. A couple wind cubes and the shotgun. Does have replenished, but does have some health to sacrifice here to just be really favorable in this offense.
Ooh. Okay, I mean, had a good idea with the far slash there, and you see intentionally doesn't break the wall to try and keep the pressure up, just barely does now. We have a pixel of life left.
Bar slash stops the cube. This is your one shot, Hazen. We might burst. I would not be surprised. All right, RC instead, the 2P. Whew.
Might just be over.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this plays, because all right, I'll take the trade all day. Throw setup. We have an orb setup as well. Yeah, there it is. Was thinking that was going to be coming up next.
Oh my god, just barely caught them out of the jump there. Not a lot of life to play with here, and the security gauge also looking a little tough.
Yeah, can't expect too much Skyfish, maybe a little peppering of it, but Macho not going to give you the opportunity by the looks. Couple guard crush. I didn't even see teleport. That went so fast, I didn't see you draw it. You just threw it out there.
Oh my god. Keep up below, ends up getting touch. Doesn't turn it into much here as we continue the pressure now.
Oh, goodness. Let's cycle through some cards here. What do we got? Overhead staff is in play. Yeah, look at this. We're just rebuilding, man. Oh my goodness, the teleport away. So we set up the bullets.
My god, dude. It's so rough. Goes all
about
the
the
burst.
burst. Can you burst? Oh my god. It was either you burst or you die. What can you do?
Both, I guess. Jesus. Finally does pop it, but you're still stuck in the black. You remember that? I think I talked about this last time. Remember, you ever playing Smash Brothers Melee? You remember you could like throw a couple shells and like shoot the super scope and crash your GameCube?
I forgot about that, but yeah.
It's kind of like that. Is what it feels like.
You hear the Microsoft USB disconnect sound play?
Yep.
Oh, man. All right, well, that's a grueling first game. Ooh. Body splash to follow through. Watch this guard crush. Ooh, all right, with no mana on your side, that is definitely all RedIAmNot's round.
At that point, not much to be done. 6P at the round start, tries to get very aggressive. Maybe just counter poke it out. Either way, it's not gonna work out. Burst has to be spent.
Yeah, we'll just extra hang time with these spells once again.
Yeah, dude, the spellcasting to delay over the drone is so sick, especially again against a character like Goldlewis who's tall enough to where those spells are still at a relevant height.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. We have nothing fast enough to really kind of destroy these. The reversal, does it connect? Yes, it does. YRC, we've got the distance. 6P to call it out. Not quite able to finish the round. Macho in trouble. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a quick little counter poke at least evens up the rounds now. Potential for a 2-0 right now as the White Wild Assault says, listen, I'm gonna get my mileage while I can.
Crushing. Low mana. Shields off. And that's the thing. The difference of this matchup is that if Red closes the gap, I'm going to keep bullying that mana shield until it erases, and it's going to do half the work for me. All right, so going forward, you're not going to have health to rebuild mana. It's going to be staff that helps to rebuild throughout the rest of this, really. All right, we're calling this out. Good block. Oh my! He was walking backwards. Look, chat, hear me out. Listen, Macho was walking backwards. What else were you going to do?
Zero,
I swear it was supposed to be a block.
I'm not sure why that wasn't a good block, because I think he was walking back. I think you're right.
He was walking backwards.
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe. He might have stopped and thought it'd been out of range and to swing a card, because I don't think that was Chip.
Yeah, I think it was outside the range of Chip.
Maybe it was Chip.
Maybe Chip.
Damn, either way, Jesus. He gets deleted by the super 1-1.
Crush though. Nice 5P anti-air. Oh, extra hang time to get a free draw. Quite doing the shatter yet. Just want to reset the damage mitigation here.
Boy, god damn. Taps and dust makes it work. Again, that overhead coming in at the crucial timings. Woo!
Heard the white wild assault and started to throw. Fade away, not going to open up here. That throw bait was huge. Risky business against red. Oh. Alright, so the heal 6. No, just tap dust, excuse me.
That was almost the sickest Goldlewis combo I've ever seen. The dust with the drone and they got the 6H. That was almost ill. Oh my god.
Away though. Opened up. Ooh, tough. You cover the tap dust with that cube. Visual noise creating a color association. Kind of hard to see. And tough to see when your character actually wakes up in some of those interactions too. Like that.
It's true.
Can be very jarring.
People asking about the patch notes, by the way. 11 p.m. tomorrow Eastern, I do believe, so 23 hours from now, if you're watching live, I believe is when we're going to be receiving all of our new information.
Nice 6P to start. Overclock. Overclock. Alright, fire away. Look at all the chip damage we're doing just for holding the corner.
Yeah,
I mean, still at mana regen.
My fault for existing. Nice.
You know what?
With the 5P, you're stuck.
Let's be so for real. Act like Goldlewis hasn't done this to every other character.
Listen. You get what you deserve, Zero.
Oh, what?
That's what I'm saying. He's been bullying people.
Oh, you're right. I thought you meant like I deserved to hold the chip damage proxy.
I mean that Goldlewis. Listen,
deserves
it's all fun and games swinging the behemoth until you're stuck in the corner and this little guy is a foot away from you casting spells.
Magic missile, magic missile.
Yeah, actually. Fireball. Dude, 2D fireball once again. Quick tutor to see what we've got left in the deck, and we've got plenty to work with, it seems.
Oh my! White wild assault.
Oh, but it's not gonna. It might matter.
So close to block in the throw. Yeah, unsafe on the blocked white wild assault. Times have changed. It's a 3-point victory for Macho. 3-1, I believe, was the final score.
Dude, the just block, the falling just block on the white wild assault to land and get the throw is so sick, which is going to lead us to the ultimate face-off. It is going to be Jack versus Macho. It's going to be Asuka versus Happy Chaos. A phenomenal way to send off 1.0, truly.
Yo, I mean, let's look back at the history. Happy Chaos in the hands of Jack going up against Magician Girl. 3-0 victory over Asuka and what seemed like a completely clinical exploration of how to defend against Asuka Cube. Macho might be a little bit different beast, but we'll have to see how Jack navigates defensively against Macho. Macho has a different type of sauce to go up against this dominant Happy Chaos, your Arc World Tour champion.
I was gonna say, I mean, truly, Chad has hit the nail on the head. These are the two characters that are like most likely to get reworked. I mean, one of them 100% confirmed, right? Happy Chaos also probably going to be receiving some massive changes. Really, truly, the last time we'll get to see these two characters in this state. That is about as good as it possibly could be for the grand final.
Which is crazy to think about because Asuka's accolades compared to Happy Chaos. I think we're only just seeing the pinnacle of Asuka potential at this point. Already locked into the corner. Great round for Macho here. Binty, is your chat, can you share the message from the TNS Discord? Find out. Let's do it. Luck stat, players slot back throw and mash on every other interaction. Oh no. That was a very interesting string there. If you get it, you get it. Nice job, RedIAmNot. Still barrage with these cubes again here, Macho.
Yeah, it's just not getting better here. Still stuck out. 5K and chases it down. All of a sudden, while it feels like it's not getting better, it suddenly does. Brighter days ahead as it's a round apiece now. Boy, no, and you're getting juggled so high that we can't even see the guy who's doing it. It's so crazy. What a finish for Macho in game one. He's not even on the screen, bro.
Okay.
I'm thinking I'm about to throw some cubes.
Nice approach. Still catch that back dash. Quick concentration. Still got a gun. Hold the pressure there from the tap dust. Good block here from Jack. Looking for a reload. Down on those resources. And so's Macho. So great cycle to call it out.
Thanks for the raid, Spooky. Back to mix. Y'all are just in time for geometry class. Things looking dire here for Jack.
Oh, the
teleport
teleport
is absolutely perfect as we get the jungle and reset it. 50 meters still in pocket. You're a genius.
What
You're
did
the
you
best.
see?
You're the best.
Did
You're
you
the
just
best. You're the
5? No, you didn't. Okay. Nice knockdown. You just did a simple leap. Didn't even teleport for the mix. Shotgun blast. Please stay in the corner. Thank you, 6P. Quite the burst from Jack. Should be enough to get that round there. Clean up. Oh, excellent hand start for Macho, but still going to get caught by J2K. SIB. Guard crush there for a single reload. Oof. While following, we got that JS opener here. Jack still knocking at the door, trying to open things up. Drift it, work out. We've got an air throw. No mana on the side of Macho here. So Jack should be able to close out this round.
Yeah, I was going to say that last chunk of damage, absolutely massive when the resources are unfortunately ticked to 0. Jack looking much better in that one. And, 1-1 back in it.
1-all in the set. Things got a little settled, but still kind of nutty in the hands of Asuka. We'll see if that comes back to fruition here. And again, it's really kind of luck dependent at round start, but let's get that ball rolling. Able to cycle in some very favorable hands. Nice fade away. All right, missed the first shotgun, but got the second one. I'll just keep throwing cards to your face. Have another one.
Dark magic attack. Okay. Positive bonus gonna build to 50-meter quick. She's gonna go for the dash up and actually manages to net the throw out of it too. That's gonna be a kill. And Macho is actually closing in on the reset here. 50% of the way. As the Guma Stomp's gonna change things a bit.
Couple shots. Stank applied. See what kind of hand we're gonna have here. Switching a couple test cases. Teleport, so watch it. Actually, discards. Great spatial awareness here to maintain that corner.
Oh, dude, the situation is just dire. Finally has to spend the burst. Dark magic attack one more time to try and salvage. Oh my god, and you managed to hurtle over the first wave of cubes, and what awaits you on the other side? Is the grass truly greener? No,
Oh
it's
my
square.
goodness.
It's still square.
It's still square?
It's still square.
What is this, Minecraft?
Seems
What is
like
this, Pokopia?
my
What
god.
is this, Dragon Quest Builders? What? I keep going.
Duel 1.
Back in the mix for what, you know, could be the final time of set one. Clean connection forces the burst.
Blocked already. Has guard crush again. Just short. Open opportunity. Once that second cube came through, the guard crush didn't reach all the way. That's opening for Jack to capitalize, and capitalize we did.
Yeah, but showing off again a little bit of that counterplay that we saw before. The 2S taking the gunshot afterwards. YRC does manage to make some space, and the gunshot finds the mark.
It's a big start here for Jack after what was looking like a deficit. It's all right though, good tech, backing off, waiting for that concentration. Literally swiping for a single hit. We'll take anything. Slash round start. Macho learned a lesson from last time, having the exact same hand start.
Definitely appreciate the burst here, trying to keep pressure on. Gold burst. This last time we saw this, bad things happened.
I mean, I dig it because it denies the jump over from Jack, the escape to the corner. Oh, teleport didn't quite work out. Got the anti-air, but also didn't get the follow-up. Quick 5K and the teleport. Kind of scrambling things around here for Jack. Good block, actually. Around, but caught the back dash. Macho, the version taking another round.
He definitely does the dark magic attack one more time as it's reset point here. Situation again dire. Curse actually gonna miss out here. Still manages to pick it straight back up though. Deus Ex.
Bro, Red RC. Oh, cold out the burst. Jack tying it up. 2-all.
Yeah, bouncing back so effectively with the perfect here. Really the feeling of a coin flip going into this final game, a potential reset to go all the way to game 10. Because if it resets, I think it's going the distance. Or Jack claims the final tournament of the patch and claims the momentum going into 2.0.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Crush there. Nice on the approach. Too far for a throw. Need a couple more steps there. Macho, great decision to backdash, but now you're ever closer to the corner. 2B interrupt. Waddle Salt to push back.
Again, just sneaking in the 2D as we continue the harassment with the cubes here. Look at the life total just slowly getting drained. Jack blocking everything and finally having a chance.
Super call right there. Air throw in favor of Macho. Nice backdash. The far slash connecting as well with the 6S side swap. Let's get rid of this.
Oh my god, and just like that, it is set point. It is tournament point on the side of Jack here.
It was looking like a snowball against Jack there with Macho winning the corner. About to get a repeat of it. While the Salt, we can hold on to this. Plenty of time, honestly, because we're just on the cusp of building up burst. We're a round up. Push are gonna get opened up here. Nice 2P interrupt. Very big call out from Jack. And again! Ooh. Good blocks to throw. Close the distance as Jack. Oh, and a throw sneaks in there. Nothing to follow up quite yet. Nice block on overhead. Oh my goodness, Proxy. One more touch! Into the wall, Deus Ex Machina. And that will close it out. Jack with a 3-2 victory over Macho, closing what is the final iteration of this version of Guilty Gear Strive before 2.0 hits. The last time we'll see this version of both Asuka and Happy Chaos. In the future, looking strong. What a way to end it out. Jack just ever the dominant competitor here at Tampa Never Sleeps.